center now. What's going on in my world?
Did Twitch change stuff?
Oh, no, it wasn't Twitch. It's like all of my camera boxes are in the wrong location. Like I got black bars at the bottom of everybody's.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Screens.
Oh, are we live?
We just went live.
Hello, everyone who's here. We are not quite ready to start. We're looking for one Mr. Galvanid. Oh, I just touched my face.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Boo, not cool.
Did you hear about the person inventing a necklace to stop it and actually got a magnet up their nose?
We're going to talk about that later.
Hey, HQ Trivia still? I thought that they went out of business. I gotta look this up now. Oh wow! I missed it. Yeah, wow. The Verge. How did I miss that? I guess they're on the verge of the news. Oh, cool. And they're going to let people cash out this week who weren't able to cash out before. So that's nice. That's not just a, hey, if you were hitting before, tough luck.
That's what I say. I say tough luck.
Yeah.
This is so strange. Everything's like slightly off center. That's probably close enough. I'm proud of myself. We went live on the correct channel.
Yeah.
What?
All right, my computer's going to beep. No one freak out about it. Okay. Beeping over.
What happened to my pacemaker? Oh, okay. I tell you, you scared me, I tell you.
It probably didn't come through to you guys, but I know the audience heard it. And it's one of those, like, Windows you've made an error noises.
Oh.
Those are always fun.
So, Cap, no raid for the one that the bell tolls. For whom the bell tolls.
Oh, the bell. That's good.
That pun had some gas, but then I deflated it.
Where is Galv?
Yeah.
He's taking a nap.
Who's got Galv's phone number?
Draven does, I think. Hey, Draven, can you message Galv?
Can you text him? We
Yeah,
messaged
text
him in
him.
Discord. He's not getting it. I think he's asleep.
My favorite song of guests is always when I ask a guest if I'm always like to a guest, please never gonna give me up, never gonna let me down, never gonna run around and desert me. And then then I say, "Are you sure about this?" I said, "Yeah, you wouldn't get this from any other guest." I'm like, "Okay, good. I'll just tell you how I'm feeling, make you understand." Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just happened.
I'm pretty sly for a Raz guy.
Mm.
That didn't roll. Did you ever hear about the golfer who flew kites and one time said, "They all just see me. I've just got this kite, and then a birdie." Yeah, I mean, I'm done. I better stop here. Stop here. Yes. I did that in my hair? No. You know, it's just letting it grow out because I can't go to the salon. So just like letting it. I get to do like the bandana and be like, "Yeah, how you doing?" No, I don't want to talk like that all night. Do I look like a little Curly Sue? Have you seen the Curly Sue the movie? Did I look like that little girl in that? She was the like cutest little thing in that movie. I'm just like I love Curly Sue. That movie's great. It's one of my favorite campy kids movies. Oh, Michael Jackson. I don't know what you're saying. I don't look like Michael Jackson. Oh, I don't know. We are the world. You are not alone.
Uh-oh, I see movement on Galv.
I ringed him again.
He showed up in his. Oh nope. Hey, Gal.
Hey.
Here
So
he is.
9 p.m. Central or 9 p.m. Eastern?
Eastern.
Okay.
Did I tell you the wrong one?
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Give me just 2 seconds.
Hey, take your time. I'm still typing something.
Yeah.
Frasley, I didn't get the. Oh my gosh, Frasley, I didn't get the raid team things or any kind of shout outs.
I got the shout out that I saw on TweetDeck, but let me.
Perfect. Thank you.
All over it.
When was our last show?
The kids are watching Frozen.
16.
I had all this planned out.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I just got done making butterscotch pudding for my girlfriend.
Ooh.
That sounds really good.
All right. 1, 2. Ooh. I had an idea for this, but
Don't show your stuff if that's what you're talking about.
Right. Well, I'm going to switch to a totally different thing in just a second here. But that'll work fine. That'll work.
I was thinking that, Kara. I was thinking that.
All right. So you guys are using Discord for all this?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to reconnect from my computer. So where is this chat thing that we are in?
It's a like a PM or a DM
Yep.
or an AM, whatever kind of letters. It's all fine.
Better?
Ooh, there he is.
Look at you.
All right. I got one or two more pieces to put in place. Oh my God, that would be fantastic. I might do that. My dog is going to be so pissed. It would be great.
And I'm going to check TweetDeck in 1 second, just make sure there's no more.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There we go. I think I did not repeat anybody. No.
Yeah,
I
Fraz
did.
has got a great camera. You see that? I'm gonna ask
Hey.
him about it again. What flavor camera it is? What flavor camera it is?
It's a Sony A5100. Got it for like $270. It was used, and it's also a lens too. The lens adds to the cost, but
Oh, really? Our lens is expensive? I didn't know that.
this.
No one in this household has ever figured that one out. This is her bird photo camera. It's 70
nice.
pounds.
Wow.
And I'm sure I'm holding it wrong. I may have damaged it permanently, but that's how she handed it to me.
Ask her if she's seen the person who put a telescope lens on their Nikon.
Did you see the telephone, the
Telescope.
telescope lens that somebody attached to the Nikon?
It's on YouTube.
I'm sure I have. I've been following astrophotography stuff.
Yeah, she's looking at astrophotography crap.
Oh, cool! That's awesome.
All right.
Wait, let me check TweetDeck one more time, but I think Sal, no promises that I did not repeat anybody, but I tried to look through, make sure I didn't repeat anybody in progression updates. But
Appreciate that.
okay, I don't see
yeah.
anybody else on mentions to converted, so I think I got everybody.
You guys are out on Tweeterverse, right? That's why you're broadcasting this puppy?
Yes.
Fantastic. Some of my junkies, teammates want to have a link, so I will find.
Yeah, it's twitch.tv/converted podcast. I'll toss it in the chat.
And yeah, Barf, I love this lens because I can, like, as you can see, the background kind of blurs out a little bit, and I love that effect.
Yeah, it's really sharp until it's not supposed to be. Like it does have a nice effect.
And I've wanted the lights to pull out, and I love how it pulls it out the proper way on this one.
Galv, your input sounds it's like a little bit off. Are you connected on the correct microphone?
No, I am on it uses my camera thing here.
Okay.
Webcam. Not my headset. This is just decorative.
Gotcha.
What, does it sound better or worse than before?
I just made some changes, so I'm still sort of futzing.
God, you sound so much better than me.
Yeah. Are you not able to switch to your headphone, Mike, in Discord?
Let me puzzle this out real quick and see if I can improve this.
We have quite the audience here tonight.
Yeah, man, everybody's here tonight.
Look at this. I see one Tinker Bell.
Check, check.
Keep talking.
Okay, so I plugged into the front jack on my computer, which doesn't normally do a damn thing for me, but I'm just checking to see if it is doing anything.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to change what my input device is.
The way to do that is through Discord.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But I don't normally use my front jack anymore because my kids smashed the front of my computer a couple of years ago. So
Yes,
the
my
question
front jack
is,
doesn't work at all.
right? Animals and children will do that. Apparently, Frasley's jack is all over the place. He's doing great.
I'm also at a standing desk, so it's easy to move around and hit my stand with my lights. Oh, and watch this. Well, hey, Tink, watch this. Austin Powers.
Only with the standing desk can you reach that level of realism.
Okay.
Yeah. Only other thing I can think of is a long shot. So this might be as good as my sound gets for the night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, got a basement.
Awesome.
A robot.
And normally I'd beautify myself like Sal, but I've been off of work, so I'm going all mountain.
I hope someone's clipping those.
I like that Mario hat though.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I
I was
like
told
that.
to dress up.
Hey, Galv,
Yes.
at the end of our game show, and it will be very obvious when the end is, I'm going to thank you. I'm going to ask you some very quick questions about Hyjal Volunteer Fire Department. And I'm going to be like, thanks again for coming. And when that happens, it will be easier for us if you hang up. And yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And Tara's asking one thing. Can you see if your gain's jacked up because it might be clipping a little bit? Because then if we can get you lower, Barf
My
can bring you
sound
up.
gain.
Yeah.
Of course.
Barf and Fraz. So when we go into the game show, I'm going to be switching to another set of notes that I have.
Okay.
Just I say that because sometimes we try to communicate to each other within the notes, but I won't see it.
Got it. Yeah.
I often try to tweet during the show and try to take snapshots or whatever. I'm not going to be doing that tonight. And so chat room, feel free. Chat room, Draven is, we would love for you to, clip anything that you find funny, because I think a few of these things are gonna be funny.
It's asking for it.
When I held it up, I was like I had like armpit hair.
Yeah, because you get that green tree up in there.
Yeah.
Galv, do you have the 4 items I asked of you?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, let's hear your buzzer. That could not be more perfect.
It was 4 things? Yes,
buzzer?
it was 4 things.
And then 3 things. 3 physical things, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Wait.
so no one knows what's happening, and that makes me happy. Let me look at the trivia questions. Oh, wrong ones. Okay, so
that's the one
I
I
am
Okay, hang on.
nice.
So this is not one of my objets for the night. It's a Christmas. It's a Star Wars speeder bike drone. And the battery's out. This guy's like riding.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a drone?
Drone.
Oh.
Okay. I'll tell you that your voice is cutting out a little bit.
Okay.
I wonder on Discord, is in the voice settings, do you have let's see.
I brought the gain down. What I do is I might need to lower the gate because I'm not yelling at the raids.
Yeah, by a lot. By a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Now you should be able to hear my farts as well.
That's fine. Tell us about your drone again.
So I got this as a Christmas gift from my girlfriend. It is a Star Wars Return of the Jedi speeder bike drone, and the battery is right under there. So when you want to change the battery out, you got to have them do kind of like a handstand on the speeder bike.
You got them all evil Knieveled.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Is that better sound?
Yes, demonstrably. So the other thing, gentlemen, is that during the show, there is a section where I will be messaging you in Discord.
Okay.
So you'll need to see here for Galv, and then Barf. I'll say here, and then
to get all the
Barf,
whispers up top.
Do you need to pull up Galv's audio on your side, or
yeah, I
you have it all
did.
handled?
I did.
Okay.
So you good?
Okay.
So it's improved now, hopefully a little bit.
Yeah, it's not clipping as much, which is good.
It was clipping and now it's not. So that is
Fantastic.
good. And that's the reason. That's the real reason I wanted to hear more about your drone.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
figured
interested in
you
the
just
drone.
wanted me to drone on.
I'm going for that one, Gal.
Oh,
I love you, Gal.
We're happy to have you, everybody.
you're gonna fit right in with these other gentlemen.
Because I don't know if we've podcasted Gal.
I mean, I have. Frasley hasn't, more that I know of.
I don't want.
My first time with you, Frasley, aside from when you were on with Draven and me doing Epic Fail.
Yes.
Yeah. And I still talk with my girlfriend about the time that Barf and I went for my girlfriend and Barf and everyone were together for pretzels over at the Bavaria house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good times watching Overwatch League.
At a bar, like a
It's
sport.
like a 3-foot wide pretzel. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Too much for any
I
of
want
us
that in my mouth.
to start sharing.
Clip that, please, Draven.
Friendship project.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to I'm going to grab some water. I'm going to the bathroom, and then we can start. Ooh, look at this. This
I
is
am
what
bad at
happens
phrasing.
when I roll up my sleeves a lot.
I do
Who
too.
rolls up the sleeves on a jacket?
No,
I
these
do.
are meant to be rolled up. They've got cute polka dots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
None of my jackets have cute polka dots.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pee real quick.
It's a flaw in your jacketing strategy.
It might be.
So this is my, and there might be some background noise that interferes sometimes. This is my dog's most recent toy,
Aww.
and I figured I'd double it up as my buzzer.
Ideal.
He's not welcome down here at the moment. Otherwise, he'd eat it.
You'd be buzzing in all the time, even when you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I'm jealous at that hat there.
My mommy made this for me.
That's fantastic. So is that Tanuki, or is that supposed to be the Leaf Raccoon Mario?
Yeah, Mario 3 Leaf. The ears are not correct, but these were the original ears from the first version of this hat that I wore when I was 6. So she made me this exact hat when I was a young tiny child in need of a Halloween costume. And she constructed it for me using her bare hands and also sewing equipment and a knowledge of what Mario looks like from the front of the Mario 3 box.
Which is fantastic.
She put the ears on like a painter's hat that had an M on it. And then many years later, I said, you know what? I'd really like to do that same costume again, but I can't wear the hat I wore when I was 6. And she was like, I'll just make you a new hat. And at that time, she was she worked at an embroidery place, so she had access to a whole bunch of Phillies, like non-monogrammed,
Philadelphia
just
Phillies
red hats. Yeah, it's a Phillies hat.
Mhm.
And she made this part, and then she sewed the old ears on. So I was like, "Hey, man, this is Mario Hat Mark II."
So like Teddy Ruxpin versus the Philadelphia Phillies, and now you get a Mario hat.
Yeah, man, that's all you need.
All right, deep breath, Sal.
This is the first time we've done anything like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legion Funeral was the one that that was also like a special, and that's the only time I've ever seen somebody have a truly fire podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Sal almost died that day. It was great.
So I don't know what
like that.
She almost burned to
one of my
death.
kids, like cell phones is like going off in the background somewhere. Can you hear that, or is it good?
We can definitely
I
hear
hear
it.
something. Yeah.
It's
By
ice cream.
trying to-
Ice cream.
I'm gonna try to silence that real quick because that to me is obnoxious.
No ice cream. I went outside and nobody was there.
You can
Fraz,
still.
could you a tweet from our account?
Yes.
You guys, I could just talk to you guys for fun and not even on a podcast. There's so much going on right now.
So much. And this is gonna be fun.
My dog is a Labrador mix. He's a rescue dog. He's now about
Nice.
2.5, 3 years old. Oh, Rocky is upstairs, so he doesn't destroy my green screen. But I will get you some Rocky later.
You know I love me some puppy.
Hi, Howland.
Did you hear or see or hear of me going nuts over last week's guest puppy? That was
Oh, it was
They were great.
adorable, the puppy. And you're going nuts was adorable too.
oh,
daughter.
with the kid even.
Holding Rocky.
Oh,
He is
I
so
grew up
cute.
with I grew up with a Labrador mutt too.
And he's a rescue, so he's got a hell of a personality.
Mm-hmm.
There's another good one.
Yes. Oh, love it.
Yeah, I didn't hear Howland come into the channel, but there he is.
I get it. Okay, so the way we're going to start this off is going to be a little bit different, but Galv, I think you will be able to go with the flow. What are you trying to do, Frasley?
No, I was just
Oh, okay.
fine. Just let you know I got it.
Okay. Cool. It'll be pretty obvious what's happening. Barf, are you ready with that intro?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Let's make history.
Should be fun. All right. Oh, and as always, don't talk during the intro because the whole world will hear you. Alrighty. Recording. And 5, 4, 3.
You're listening to the Converted
Hello, welcome one and all to the Converted Podcast Game Show. And now, the master of the elements, the queen of the trivia questions, please welcome your host, Salmisis the Shaman.
Hello! Tonight I am honored to present the Converted Podcast Game Show. For episode 169, nice. 3 contestants will go head to head, testing each other's wit and skill. Let's meet the contestants. Now, bunkered down with more Warcraft memorabilia than you can shake a 6-foot stick at, it's Barfolomew. Barf, tell the audience exactly what to expect on the Converted Podcast Game Show.
I don't know.
That's right. None of them are prepared. Next up is Frasley. Frasley, tell us, how many podcasts have you recorded in the past few weeks?
Well, I think if my calculations are correct, I've recorded exactly 36.724 podcasts.
Wow, that's a lot of podcasts. I guess he's got a lot of time on his hands suddenly. I couldn't think why. Our final contestant of the night is a very special guest indeed. Hailing from the Hyjal Volunteer Fire Department raid team, he definitely won't run out of toilet paper. Galvanid! Hey!
Oh my God,
How's the
that's
raid team, Galv?
The raid team is doing just fine. They're about to kick it off a little bit later tonight, and of 12, we're zooming towards AOTC.
All right, and when do you tend to raid?
Mondays and Wednesdays. So they're going to be playing hooky, watching me get my butt handed to me on this podcast for the next half an hour to an hour.
Well, how much further are they going to get tonight now that you weren't there to hold them back?
That's a really good point. They have a better than even chance of progressing without me. I'd say that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Nice to have you on the show tonight. A very special guest. We've got 3 contestants. Also with us tonight is our wonderful, our spectacular, our stupendous chat room. Chat room, give yourselves a hand. Beautiful. Yes, chat room, you are just as much a part of the show as they are because we expect the trolls to be large. Part 1 of the Converted Podcast game show is Drunk Tank Trivia. Now, we don't really have a drunk tank, but any chance I get to give the Dark Moon Herald a shout out, listen, I'm going to take it. You're my boy, Kevin. You're my boy. The rules are simple. Each player has a buzzer. I ask a question. The first person to buzz in can answer the question and get a point. Now let's check those buzzers. First up, Barf. Very nice. Okay, next, Galv. And third is Fraz. Okay, now you want to have your buzzers at the ready. And chat room, you better keep up with how many points they've got because Lord knows I won't. For each question, the first person to buzz in should answer. Question number 1. We're going to start off easy. Question number 1. In what year was the guild Convert to Raid founded? Frasley.
2012. Philly.
Anyone? Barfolomew.
2009?
No, dude. No.
I don't know what it's without Turarts here. I don't know how many years it's been. It's her job to remind me.
Yes, Galvanid.
I'm just going to say 2014.
All of you are bad.
Yes.
Oh,
no.
sorry, Pat.
All of you are bad.
Forgive me, Pat.
Thank you, Copperbolt. Thank you, Kara in chat room. That's right, 2013, January 20th, 2013.
Man, I swear I had the 7th anniversary pin somewhere.
Gosh.
Maybe not.
You know,
Maybe it was
Turarts would have your heads.
I know.
She'd be so disappointed.
I was thinking that. I was like, oh.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Minus
negative,
1 DKP everywhere.
negative
Yes.
ones for everybody.
Minus 1 DKP.
I was closest.
It was the 5-year anniversary pin. God.
I don't know what year.
That's right. We got 5-year anniversary pins with the Kickstarter.
It feels like it's
Now-
been forever.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you will be better or good at all for question number 2.
I doubt it.
Question 2. In US dollars, what is the regular price of a server transfer in World of Warcraft?
That was someone.
Frasley.
That was me.
Frasley.
$25.
$25 is correct. That's 1 point
Yeah.
for Frasley. That's right. Good job.
I
Frasley.
transferred a lot over
Got one
CTR.
right.
That was the point. That's right. In 2013, a whole lot of people transferred and did, paid $25 and $25 and $25. I don't do the alts. I did it once. That was all I spent. So that's 1 point for Frasley. Good job. Question 3. Based on the original US launch date, if World of Warcraft had a zodiac sign, what would it be? Barfolomew.
Tiger.
That's not a sign. That's not a. That's wrong.
Wait,
Barf
that's
must
from
be
the Chinese zodiac.
Yeah, and I think Barf just wants to be the Tiger King.
I'd believe that. How about a Leo?
Galv, at least you got a zodiac sign correct. But no. Frasley, could you even tell us in what month or what kind of time of the year World of Warcraft came out?
Yes, November 24th, 2004.
How do you know that, dude?
Because on that day, I bugged my parents till December 25th, 2004 to play WoW. So I remember that day.
It took him a month and a day.
According to Wikipedia, it was the 23rd, but that's pretty
okay.
close.
Yeah.
Now, for the point, what zodiac sign? Anyone, for the point, what zodiac sign would that be?
Because it's not Aries.
Libra.
Kara's saying Sag.
Sagittarius.
And
Lobster.
if Kara were playing, she would have gotten a point. That's right, it is
Yeah.
Sagittarius, but no points for anyone for that one. Yes, I heard it, Galv. Galv, you did not buzz in.
So
Cracker.
Here's one for you. My first raid character on Horde side was Sagittar,
It was meant to be.
a Tauren hunter. Sagittar. He's still got season 1 arena gear on.
Season 1 arena gear.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
couldn't
right.
even
I'm
you didn't
so
even
bad.
know Sagittarius. Everything about this is bad.
I'm still sticking with Tiger.
Number 4. Question number 4. Right now, only one person has any points on the board. Thank you, Frasley. Number 4. Name the original cast of the Convert to Raid podcast. Use your buzzers. Bartholomew.
Let's see. It was Pat. It was Coltrane, Aethric, and oh my God, I had all 4. Solar.
That is correct. That is correct.
Nice.
Wow.
That's right. We had
I
Zug,
only knew
one
2
Mr.
of
Pat
those.
Crane, his Solar Flare himself, a Coltrane, yes, and Aethric. Aethric, absolutely. The 4, that was the original cast of the Convert to Raid podcast. That is wonderful. Okay, so that's 1 point for Barf.
I did it.
Good
Everyone,
job.
please clap.
Good job. Oh, I wonder who is running the soundboard. Now, question 5. Over 75% of the world does not use this product because it is too expensive and they do not have sufficient plumbing. What is it? Frasley.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper is the correct answer. Toilet paper.
Wow.
75% of the world does not use toilet paper.
For some reason, I was expecting a World of Warcraft related answer, like an outhouse in Burning Gorge.
And yeah,
And that's why it was funny.
we hang hours all over the trees on Mischief Night. We waste it.
I remember being in Guatemala and Mexico when you're there, they say please do not flush it on the toilet. Put it in the in the little receptacles.
Yep.
Oh yes, I've lived in places where one does not flush it. Yes, you take it out.
What do they
Flush
panic?
The toilet paper.
What do they panic by when it comes time to isolate themselves?
Trash cans.
Trash cans. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. Everybody panic buy. Everyone leave your houses now. Pause the podcast. Run out and emergency buy all of the trash cans. Empty the Home Depot. Empty it.
I was gonna say shopping bags
Oh,
because you go grocery shopping and that's those little plastic bags. That's what we used. That's right. When I lived in Costa Rica, you had to go to the grocery store and buy some food in order to have something for the bathroom. Anyway,
Yeah.
question number 6.
That bag
Question
carries the food
6.
twice, if you know what I'm saying.
You know what? Yeah. Pet battles.
Is that the question?
The website warcraftpets.com is arguably the best resource for companion pet collectors in Warcraft. The site has a ranking of its members with the most pets collected. It's a ranking, on the side. You can click on people. The question is, how many unique pets does the top ranked collector on warcraftpets.com have they collected? Just because, I'm gonna go barf on this one.
All of them.
Or Galv, did you do it?
No, I thought I
Okay.
heard Frasley first, but
Just so you know, the closest, the closest answer gets the point. Let's go barf.
100%.
That's wrong. Frasley,
I was thinking something like maybe like 1900 or 1983 or something like that.
1983. Okay, Galv.
1984. I watched Price is Right when I was young.
You're all so wrong. You're all so very wrong. But what I said was the person who got the closest won. And I don't know why you think there are 2,000 unique pets in World of Warcraft, because there are not. The person who is ranked at number 1 has 1,267.
The reason I thought is because there's a thing to increase it to 1,500.
How close is that to all of them? Because I might still be in the running.
I couldn't find that answer. Well, the thing is, that's
somebody call Markonnen
actually,
and Oludra. Get them in here.
Barf.
If you guys, I have a ton of battle pets. I mean, that was my first Pokemon legit experience with battle pets.
Barf, you're actually really close with 100%, because but 100% depends on what region you're in, and frankly, what Hoarder Alliance. So there are pets that you can get in EU or could get in the past that you couldn't get in, for example, China or Taiwan, and vice versa. There are different levels. So I believe this person was 1,267 out of 1,269. I saw someone on a US server that it said out of 68. So it's different depending on what server you're on. I don't know. Do I give this to Barf because 100% is way the heck closer than 1983?
Yeah.
I do. I give the Barf. Barf gets the point.
I did it.
And more
They're the best
clever.
collector, and I collect the points. Give me my DKPs. I
Okay.
got shoulders to
I thought
buy.
that there was more than that, but that shows what I know, and I've got a ton of these things.
Now you can definitely collect more pets than that, but the key word there was unique.
Unique, right?
Right.
We are all unique.
You can have multiples of pets, obviously. So you can get the things that allow you to have more than 1,000 pets, like 1,500 or whatever. But that's maybe you want 3
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on.
wings. What's that?
Tink wants me to contest it, so I'm going to contest it. I contest it. I had to. Tink said it in chat multiple times. I do what people say when they're yelling at me.
Oh, do you?
We've got a mock
Yeah,
or
you want me to
over one
rage?
DKP.
Ah!
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so the final question of this the part 1 of the Converted podcast game show is, with a free account, what is the maximum length of a Zoom meeting? Frasley.
45 minutes. Oh, what?
I'm not
I was
prepared to.
gonna say, I had no idea what that one would be.
Okay, what is sweeping the world? The video conferencing platform that is sweeping the world
45.
right
I just
now.
told you it was
Everyone is
45.
using
Discord.
Zoom to talk to each other. Everyone's using Zoom. You don't have to sign in for it. Well, I mean, you do. You have to do that, but you can invite people to it. It's really it's probably the best one, and a lot of people, especially Americans, just have it for work anyway. So we're all just sponging off our works, accounts. But for the free account, Frasley,
Can I contest the wrong answer? Because I am close. I just verified what the.
did you just Google it?
Yes, because I already give my
Then it
answer.
doesn't
I
count.
already give my answer.
Okay, this is no, you can't Google something.
Okay.
I'll just tell you the answer. The answer is 40 minutes.
Oh.
With a free Zoom account, the maximum meeting time is 40 minutes. Goodness gracious, fellas, get with the times.
I
If-
use Duo right now.
If Discord is free, what are people paying money to do video chat for?
Changing out your background, you can't do that on Discord. I mean, have you seen people that are like in the office or like doing different things? I mean,
What are you saying? I can change my background just fine.
He did it in a second. It took him none times. 0 seconds.
Sometimes. I'll tell you, you can have lots and lots and lots of people on a video chat with Zoom. Something like 100 people on a free account. I don't know that for sure, but yeah, everyone's using Zoom. I've been more social these past couple of weeks than I have, for so long. People are calling me that I haven't talked to in years. I'm serious.
I've got a song for this.
What's
Oh.
that?
Zoom, zoom, zoom. My social distancing video call.
Yay! Okay, that is the end of not round one, but part one of the Converted Podcast Game Show. Here is how the points break down. Barfolomew, you have 2 points. Galvanid, you suck. Frasley, you
Thanks for
also
joining.
have 2 points.
Well, I'm glad I'm here.
So happy to see you in chat room. Thank you for keeping people honest, Tinkerbell. I don't even know what to say to you, man. You're just causing a ruckus in the chat room. Please
I'm fine
don't
with it.
stop. Okay,
good.
part 2 of the Converted Podcast Game Show is Guess Who? Warcraft Edition. In this game, each of you will receive the name of a Warcraft character. You must perform an impersonation of this character without using specific words as defined solely by myself. The other 2 players must guess which character you are. For every correct guess, you get 1 point, and the performer gets 2 points. We'll have 2 rounds of the 3 contestants with each player. Sorry, we're going to have 2 rounds with each player performing twice. You perform, the person who guesses it gets a point. The performer gets 2 points. Are we clear on the rules?
Yes.
No.
And are we allowed video effects or voice effects?
You know what? Galvanid doesn't have
That's
voice
cheating.
effects.
Okay. Then yeah. Okay.
Look,
I wanted to clarify.
I'm au naturel, and I will take any of you on with voice effects. I don't care.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no to the voice effects.
Okay.
Just because I want to see like what you actually have, what kind of talent. And Barf, you're going to be first.
Darn right I am.
So
Send me my
I
info.
have prepared something, and I'm going to send it to you in Discord, right? And it will include the name of the character and the forbidden words, word or words. Okay.
Before you send it, can it be a character that I can already do an impression of, please?
I chose carefully. Now, I was going to say 30 seconds, but I didn't put my hourglass on the table. So it's going to be, you're going to have as long as I'm still, entertained. That's how long you have.
Great.
Here we go. And as soon as I press enter, you can start.
Okay.
Okay. Go. You're doing an impersonation, and they're trying to guess.
I feel nature's call.
Malfurion.
Oh, do we not have to buzz in?
We don't have to buzz in, but I'd like, because that was my mistake. That was my mistake. I didn't tell you not to buzz in. What I want you to do is just scream it out loud. I'm going to give that one to Gelf because he was being polite.
Oh, wow.
Politeness goes a long way with me.
Unsucky,
Okay.
so we don't have to buzz in.
Okay, we don't have to. And if you liked the little lamb noises, be sure to call Galvanid. I'll send you his personal phone number. Here we go. Next will be Galv. I'm going to go on Discord. I'm going to paste it here.
I'm right there.
The name of a character, and then the forbidden words. As soon as I press enter, you can go. Go.
Ooh. Oh man, that's tough. Here I am opening this portal in an old swamp for people.
Medivh.
Khadgar.
Yes.
Frasley gets 1 point for Khadgar. The words that you were not allowed to use were Karazhan, Medivh, and old. I did expect a Dadgar joke from you.
Oh, Dadgar.
Yeah, I should have put Dadgar. That'd have been great. So Galvanid, you get 2 points. Frasley gets 1 point. Oh, and for the first one, Barf gets 2 points for the performance.
Hey, Gal.
And
I think on the for the dad joke, you just forgot to add arcane intellect. So next time,
Right.
oh
Don't
dear.
come into the trivia game without your buffs on, man. Have you never played a game before?
So, rolling back the curtain a little bit, the first one for Barf, I gave him Malfurion Storm Rage, and I gave him one word that
I'll bet chat can't guess it.
I bet chat, can you guess the one word I said Malfurion Storm Rage could not say?
I probably spelled it wrong.
Well, Galvanid, Draven,
we go.
Silver, Copper Bolts. Okay, let's say it all at once, everyone. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Turarts!
That'll come out great in the mix, I promise. It'll sound fine.
Yeah, I can't wait.
He's just going to go back and edit it with the actual sound clip of him saying Tyrande.
Oh my god, how great would that be?
Better.
yeah,
Even better. So, thank you, chat room. Look at this. Look at the participation. I love it. The next contestant is Frasley. Frasley, I'm going to paste this into Discord. You have a character, and you have forbidden words. Go.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Coltrane.
Oh, man.
Someone clip that, by the way.
No! No! I am my scars!
Barf got the point.
Yo, Cole.
That's right.
Really good effort.
What's going on, baby?
That was a good one. Hello!
Oh, Coltrane! I summoned him! Yes! Yes!
That's right. In the chat room, we have a celebrity. Welcome, Mr. Coltrane. We did talk about you before.
You were an answer earlier, buddy.
Yes.
That was 1 point for Barfolomew, and then 2 points. I almost want to give more points to I'm going to give an extra point to Frasley
Wow.
for number 1, giving us a really clippable moment. For real, right? For real. I mean, that's. Oh, thank you, Draven. I can always. Draven Dresden clipped the not safe for work moment that Frasley just gave us.
Well, that is actually a voiceover of Illidan that I've used in a podcast because he's going, yes.
No, we don't need it again. You
Okay.
got it.
Okay.
We got it. All the females stand down. But and also I didn't even think about. I should have put scars on there. Oh, what a really good.
Hey.
So again, now chat room. What do you think I put for Illidan? What were the forbidden words?
Tyrande.
What do you think? Tyrande.
Probably you are not and prepared.
Wow, Galvanid, that is literally I put you are not and prepared. 3 things. That's right. Very good, Frasley. Very Silverbolt. Malfurion. Yes, no, that's that was not it. Okay, that was a great round 1. We do have one more round. We're gonna get a little bit harder, a little bit trickier on this one. Okay, so again, we're gonna start with Barf. Barf, I did this one right for you.
All right.
Okay, here we go. And
Stretch your thespian muscles here, buddy.
I'm ready for it.
go.
Okay. Okay. Oh God. You're so
I'm not entertained.
weird. That's one of the ones.
Addy Fizzlebug?
No.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh my God. The only lines I can think of that this character says, you've eliminated. I don't know if I can do this.
Well, you can act like this person and say things you think this person might say.
I'll see you in the Nexus with my tea. And my cups and my blinding winds. I can't do the voice either. This is bad. I'm having a really bad
no
one with
longer
this one.
entertained
Yeah,
by this.
I
And
lost. I lose.
That was. I would have said something about
It's
jugs.
My uncle taught me this one.
yeah, Draven's got it.
Yeah,
It's Lily.
I couldn't say
it's
uncle.
Lily.
Oh.
Couldn't say uncle.
Those yeah.
You couldn't say uncle.
Yeah. Like every line I could think of, it was like Uncle Chen. My uncle taught me this one. Like it was all the lines from like everything has uncle in it that I could think
I
of.
just made something up like, ew, that's gross. I don't want to be stomping around these puddles collecting.
I forgot that that's something that happened. In my head, I was in Heroes
Why
of the Storm.
am I even in this other game?
I was in Heroes
I
of the
was just
Stormland.
hearing-
That's my problem.
Heroes of the Storm was what I was going through my head as soon as he said that.
Yeah, well, Lily Storm Stout was the answer that none of you. I'm not going to say you didn't
that
guess
everyone
it.
bad.
I'm going to say that Barf didn't perform
Yeah,
it.
that Barf didn't perform.
Lily
That's what happened.
Storm Stout was not allowed to say the word uncle and the word heel. Okay, so
I just have a thing for gnomes.
Uncle is crippling. You might have been able. It was Chen, one of the words.
No.
As a matter of fact.
Mm.
You could have said, I'm related to Chen, but I think that would have been a little cheeky because that's kind of like saying uncle.
One of my parents' siblings is Chen.
Right? I'm the niece of Chen Stormstout, but like better than that.
Next up is Galv. Galv, I'm going to paste this.
Okay. All right.
You're the person you're supposed to impersonate and your forbidden words. Go.
Oh.
Did you see?
What are you doing? No,
A little quieter. That way I can't hear you.
Sorry. Oh, Arthas, what are you doing? No, don't. Relative of.
Magni.
Yes.
Okay. So Magni
Captain
Bronzebeard.
Sparkle. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Captain Sparkle. Galvanid, what are the words that I said that you could not say?
Azeroth and Diamond.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Azeroth's bleeding. Yeah, you couldn't have said that. I
Let's
told you
take
these were a
all the
little bit harder.
Azurite from the planet and use it for our own self.
Yep, that was a forbidden word. And we're going to do one more of these. One more. And
All right,
I'm
Frasley,
going
you
to
got
give
this.
this
You
to
got this.
Frasley.
Sorry, I got loud
Frasley,
there.
go.
Mine, you're a tall one.
Frasley.
Oh.
Any gnome at all.
God.
Come on, dude.
blog!
Oh man, I can see him in my head. I've beaten him before.
Oh
We
wait,
must
were you doing?
unite.
Oh, you're doing Mechatork.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, a
Galvin.
specific
Oh,
gnome. Okay.
Geblin Mechatork. I would have also taken King Mechatork. I think it was King.
I was-
Captain?
He's
Um,
High Tinker. I don't think he's a king.
High
I was-
Tinker Mechatork. That's right.
I have slain him multiple times.
Well, and
Mechatork?
I
Oh,
was
he's a nice
afraid
guy.
of
He's a
using.
friend.
I was
He's a
afraid of
good buddy.
going or Gnomeregan because it says gnomes in it.
Yes, the forbidden words were gnomes, technology, and mecha.
Mecha hi, mecha
Mecha hi me ho. Frasley gets 1 point for the Pee Wee's Playhouse reference. He gets 2 points for the performance. And who was the one who guessed Mechatork?
I was.
Barf.
Barf. You got a point. Here we go. Okay,
I
and
can't
that's
perform,
part
but I can
2.
guess.
Nicely done.
Here's how the points break down. Barfolomew, you have 6 points. 6 points. You're doing pretty well. Galvanid, you really pulled up your britches this time, and you got 3 points on the board. You were on the board, ready to go. We're so proud of
I'm
you.
not even wearing britches.
You know, none of us are.
Yeah, I'm wearing Cabela's pants.
I haven't worn pants in 2 weeks. Are you kidding me? Frasley, however, you are in the lead with 9 points.
Woo!
9 points. Good job, my friend. Very good. Okay.
And that's with
Go ahead.
Stink was saying the bias against me. So yay!
I'm coming for you.
Now, the final section of our show. Feats of strength.
Beats?
Feats of strength.
Oh.
Strength
yeah.
of feet.
Contestants.
Said goodnight to my daughter. Feats of strength. I'm there. Or great strength of feet.
Great strength of feet.
Contestants, you were each asked to bring a few items this evening. My question to you is, number 1, do you have those items?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Yeah. Okay, great. First up, you were each asked to bring your most impressive book. Show them to us. Barf, show me your most impressive book.
I don't actually know what my most impressive book is. So I defaulted to the one I'm currently reading, which is Cold Days by Jim Butcher.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, impressive is completely defined by you. 100%. Galvanid, what is your most impressive book?
So some may recognize it simply from the cover
Oh,
because it is described as being authored by a famous famous hobbit. This is the leather-bound three-book copy of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and
wow.
it is done up like the book described by the author J.R. Tolkien as Bilbo Baggins writing in his book. So it's one of my favorites.
That's kind of spectacular, actually.
That's nice.
And you've got it like in a case and everything. That's.
Oh yeah, it's got its own little case that it goes.
Is
in.
it? I mean, that's a pretty. Are the pages like a Bible?
Oh
I
yeah.
have to ask.
Are
Like,
the pages
thin
uneven
pages, or?
and rough?
Let's,
Because that'd be great.
They are not rough cut, unfortunately, but
That's
the
okay.
pages are very thin paper,
Oh.
and it includes in the back a fold-out map of Middle Earth.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm impressed.
Very
Yes.
good.
I'm impressed.
Highly impressive.
Wow. Beat that, Frasley.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Dun 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 dun. The Star Wars Galaxies Brady official strategy guide. So this is a game that I was a dancer. I love this game so much. It has a giant poster in it. It has all the things before the developers ruined the crap out of that game.
With the combat update.
Yeah, before the combat update. So I mean, this is the original, the Star Wars Galaxies. We were all like, we are going to be going back to Star Wars. I mean, you have to remember, as nerds, we were so excited to be going into the Star Wars world, to live on Tatooine, to live on Naboo, to do all that. And that's why, like, yes, one of the best MMOs that never sadly panned out.
Were any of
That
us
was a
excited to
fantastic
live
game.
on Tatooine?
I was.
I mean,
the way you say that.
When you were farming Cryat dragons for pearls, hell yeah.
Okay, now that we've seen your most impressive books, I'm going to tell you what you need to do. I need you to tear a page out of it. No, not really. Don't do that. Don't do that. So yeah, Barf's like, yeah, whatever. It's a paperback. I don't care. So for this feat of strength, when I tell you to do it, I want each of you to lean your head back like so and balance the book on your forehead.
Okay.
The person who balances for the longest wins the point. Okay, let me know when you are ready.
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 Okay, you got to lean your
I
head
think I'm
back.
ready.
Like, like back, like put your chin up, right?
Okay.
And balance it on your forehead. And go.
Oh,
Galv is out, who brought the biggest book by a long shot.
it's
Very
like 4 pounds.
heavy book. Barf, are you leaning that up against your chair at all? No, you're moving
No, he's not.
around. Barf's
He's
moving
used to
around.
it.
Okay, now what I need you to do is Barf and Frasley, for this kind of tiebreaker, I need you to continue to balance the book while whistling the tune from the what's the farmer's tune? I never mind. While whispering a Rickroll, whistling a Rickroll.
I can't whistle, so I have to come out.
Oh. Now, Barf, if you can prove to us you're whistling. And Barf gets the points.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Barf gets 1 point for his stellar whistling skills. I mean, seriously, dude, you're
Yeah,
some Mary Poppins going
Oh,
on
I
there.
can't whistle.
You should hear my dad.
Also, you get a point for that, and you get a point for the feat of strength.
Nicely done.
Because you just didn't care about figuring out our most impressive book, you got the point. Beautiful, wonderful. How much all that thought that Frasley and Galvanid put into this feat of strength did not pan out for them.
Yeah.
All
Did
right.
not.
Going.
They should have did what I did
Congratulations
and shot
for
from the hip.
following you.
That's how you win.
Okay.
I want
our
to
next feat of-
clarify. It wasn't that I
Uh-huh.
put no thought into it. I actually went through my entire bookshelf several times
sure.
trying to
bet
figure
you
out
did.
what my impressive book was, and
Nobody
I honestly had
believes you.
no idea what my most impressive book was. So I said, you know what? They're just getting the one I'm reading now.
Nobody believes you.
Okay.
So our
fine.
next feat of strength, I asked each of you to bring your favorite beverage vessel. Your favorite beverage vessel. Now let's see them. Barf, show us and let us know what your favorite beverage vessel is. Tell
I
us
got
about
this Pewter Alliance tankard from one Ms. Silverbolt as a gift, and I enjoy
Wow.
it thoroughly.
Oh, nice.
You're supposed to drink beer from it. However, I drink a great deal more water than I drink beer, and this was one of my. Kara calls out the Goofy Cup. The Goofy Cup is right here on standby. It's ready to go. But You're supposed to drink beer from this. You're supposed to soak a beer in it like overnight to let it absorb the power of beer, and then future beers taste more like beer than normal beer. But I don't drink as much beer as all that, and I drink a ton of water. So this was one of my, I have to go for a stream and need a lot of water for my 3-hour show. So I would fill this up. It's also freezing cold because it's metal and it's full of ice water.
That's
So
yeah, Golf.
what you're telling me is that you put water in that the most, right?
I only put water in
So
it. It's the only thing that goes in it.
If you do fill it with beer, then that beer will be imbued with the flavor of American beer.
Because
I get
that's
it.
how watery it is.
It's
But
like making love in the bottom of a canoe.
Give
Cheers
us a
to
rim
you,
shot.
friend.
Okay. So now that we know exactly how Galvanid feels about domestic beer, Galvanid, please show us your favorite beverage vessel.
Okay, so there's the one I use the most, which is this.
That's not what I asked you.
Texas Renaissance Festival cup, which is just a leftover. And then there's this one that came in the
Oh.
BlizzCon
Ooh.
2016 loot pack.
Yes.
And it is a fabulous showpiece with 10 epic years of Blizzard on the side and all that good stuff. It is magnificent from top to bottom.
It is. That is a Stein with
It's
a
a
lid on
Stein.
it. With a lid on it. I've got that one. People in the chat room are saying, I've got that too. That's right. It was a BlizzCon gift for the 10-year anniversary. That fantastic, very nice vessel. Frasley, show us your vessel.
Are you also
This
pandering?
No, it's awesome. I love German beer steins, and that's the nerdiest one I've got.
This next one is magical. I'm gonna Wingardium Leviosa.
Ah,
So the
Ah.
butterbeer mug that you can only get at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And this thing, oh, it's so good when it's ice cold or regular. It is so good. And like, oh, I love it. And like, it's my favorite mug because the memories that you're there. You're just at Hogsmeade or you're at Diagon Alley, and you're just living in the world of Harry Potter. And you're just like, ah.
Well, that's a really nice story, Frasley. I did expect you to pander to World of Warcraft like the other guys did. I don't.
Harry Potter was an
how you
influence on the lore of Warcraft,
lost
and Harry Potter goes off of
the
the
memo.
lore of Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. So it is all part of the same universe. We are all the same geeks. No gatekeeping here, Sal. No gatekeeping here.
I make the rules, Frasley.
She makes the rules, Presley.
Here's the deal. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to grab that
If we
cup.
have to balance these on our heads, this is going to get messy fast. This is going to get bad.
No. There's no balancing in this.
Okay.
I promise. Okay. This is a feat of strength, though. What I need you to do is, and I'm going to wait for you. I need you to
Okay.
all stand up and go fill that cup to the brim with water.
Okay.
all right.
To the brim with water. We're going to wait.
All right, I'm going to go hurt
We
myself.
are
real quick.
going to
It's gonna be
wait.
bad.
We're gonna wait. And chat room, while you're with me and they can't hear us, bye guys. I'm gonna show you my favorite vessel. My favorite vessel, it's got lipstick all over it, and I'm fine with that, is my convert to raid shot glass. I got this from a CTR party several years ago. And I've got, I use this all the time. I use it all the time. Now, I did tell our contestants to fill up their vessels with water. I am going to do that as well. Now, who knows the word for little water in Russian? Who knows what's the word for little water? Anyone? If the word for water in Russian is vada, what's little water?
Mini soda.
And-
Vodka.
I will
Vodka.
say, I see chat. If you want, I have a large 24-ounce Turvis that I will fill up if you want me to.
No, Frasley, you're good.
Okay.
Here we go. So I'm going to fill mine up with, I saw it all online. It was crazy saying that Tito's vodka will actually cure diseases going around right now. So I have several liters of this just in case. having nothing to do with being bunkered down by myself. Here we go. Now, this feat of strength, in this feat of strength, when I tell you to go, I want each of you to gulp down that water. Now listen. The first person to put the cup upside down on their head will win. The first person to put that cup upside down on their head wins the game.
I'm sitting in such a nice chair.
I don't want to do it. No, I'm on carpet. I don't want to do it.
Ready? Set.
Nice headset.
Huh? What?
This is my nice
are you ready?
headset. I'm not going to be able to shortcut this one.
Hold on.
Frasley? What are we waiting on? Uh-oh. He's like, hold on. I don't understand what's happening. Frasley is outside of the frame.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
Fully absorb it.
Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3, slancha.
Oh, you want me to chug it? Okay, I will do it. I will still chug it.
Okay.
There you go. Look,
This is great audio.
there you go. I got 2 of it.
This is
See, I got 2. I'm a unicorn. Woohoo!
the person.
I'm a worgen.
That's all right.
I'm a worgen. Yeah.
Wow. This is what a full cup of water does to Frasley, ladies and gentlemen.
My hat's all wet. I don't know.
Hydrated, buddy.
So, for our audience, here's what happened. Here's the breakdown. Frasley dumped the water out in front of him, probably into some kind of receptacle, and then put the empty cup on top of his head. Barf got up, opened the door, threw the water outside in the yard, and then put the empty cup on top of his head. Third, Galv drank almost all of a 32-ounce mug, spilling it down his beard and into his Star Wars shirt.
I also drilled 2.
Dripping off his microphone, and finished it, burped, and then put it above his head.
I think we can
Each
all
of
agree
you-
that Sal is the winner.
That's the biggest of points. I swear, this is just like a what do you call it? They're on True TV. Big jokers, impractical jokers. Sal wins.
Sal wins. I do feel like a winner. Now for that feat of strength, Frasley gets a point for doing it first. Okay, and putting it above his head. Gelv gets 2 points for the laughter. So, and then Barf gets no points at all. There we go. This is all equal and fair. That was great.
I'm good with that. Because I still went by the rule, but then yeah, Gal. I'm good with that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, for our, let's say, third and final feat of strength, I asked each of you to bring your most treasured possession. Barf, what did you bring?
This took me a long time to figure out. I have almost no items in my house that if I lost them, I couldn't either replace them or just decide I didn't need them. Except for this. This is a little plushy stuffed Bowser doll with no eyebrows. The eyebrows were lost after several camping trips where he got launched out of a water balloon launcher into the trees. When I was in Boy Scouts, we were in the grandma blanket is good. Actually, the grandma blanket probably would have been better, actually, but it would have been harder to put on camera. When I was in Scouts, I was in the Dragon Patrol, and after my grandmother got this for me, I decided that it was our patrol mascot. It was a one-person vote, and I was the only one there. So I decided, and everyone else was upset with me about it because they thought I was a nerd. But I was fine with it. He went on a bunch of camping trips with us, and he's beat to hell and doesn't have any eyebrows left, and his teeth are falling out.
Oh.
But that was my little dude.
That's beautiful, Barf. That's really nice. Great sentiment there. Galvanid, what's your most treasured possession?
So this took a lot of thought, and I learned a lot of things about myself. I talked to my girlfriend, and we puzzled it over on a long walk, because I was thinking, okay, what's important to me? What would I have to grab at the house and bring? A bunch of those kinds of questions. And I figured out that if it wasn't a person that I loved, there wasn't really much I would go back and grab. But as far as things I enjoy, there is an item that since I got it, I have used with pleasure more, and this is all kid friendly, mostly. It's more R-rated, but that's okay. More than anything else I could think of, and that is this hat. I got this, and it's got a scarf that goes with it for Christmas, and I have worn this thing a ton. And yes, it's been washed, but it is a Deadpool knit hat, and it says potty mouth on the front. So that's my favorite thing right now.
It says potty mouth on the front, and it's kind of like putting the potty mouth is like over Deadpool's supposed mouth.
And,
right.
and as Kira says, if it's over the headset.
It will fit over the headset. It'll fit under the headset.
Yeah. Okay.
It makes me look like a head from So I Married an Axe Murderer. Round in some points and pointy in others.
That's perfect. That's a really good example of what I was wanting you to bring. Frasley, show us your most treasured possession.
So, as I have turned 30, and my life has changed a lot in the last decade, and especially since 2017, it is a microphone. This microphone has changed my life. I'm not speaking to it right now. I'm speaking to a different one. But I could plug this into my phone. I could still podcast. So even if I was on an island, if my house burned down or something, I could be getting out there, and I could even work on a Patreon. So I could get my life back together. But my life has changed so much since being part of CTR, since podcasting, since streaming. I was telling somebody, I used to have anger issues sometimes, and I realized a lot of it was a pent up energy. I don't have that anymore because I'm putting it out every day on stream. I'm not putting out anger, but I'm putting out that pent up energy on streams, on stuff. Tonight, I'm getting that out. So I've become more open since all that. So that's why I would pick this.
That's great. That's a small kind of handheld mic with a blue lid on it. Now here's what I want you to do with these things.
Yes.
Kara in the chat room. Now let it on fire. No, I'm not going to ask you to destroy these things. I'm not going to. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm going to give you each around about 30 seconds, or again, however long I'm entertained. That's however long you have. Each of you, starting with Barf and Galv and Fraz, I want you to tell the audience the story of exactly how this item saved your life. And the very best answer wins 50 points. Our studio audience gets to vote on this. So I want to know, and our audience wants to know, how your item literally saved your life. Like you would be in the ground now or in the dust now had it not been for this item. Yes. Well, okay. The answer to your question inside your head is yes, whatever it is. Do we all understand the rules here?
Are we allowed any modifying of cameras or anything like that, or any outside?
No, dude.
Okay.
No, dude,
I
these
just-
stories.
Okay, I just have to
Stories.
check. I just have to check because it's all about the narrative. I just have to check.
Okay. Now, Barf, I'm going to start with you, and I want you to let us know how your stuffed Bowser doll saved your life. Go.
The stories that Fraz and Galv are likely to tell in a moment are going to be fiction, and they're going to be made up off the top of their heads like a bunch of amateurs who don't know how to bring an answer to a game. I, however, am here to tell you that the thing I'm about to share with the class is 100% true. I found myself alone, wandering lost through the hallways of a castle that was covered in paintings that led to other dimensions. And as I wandered the hallways, I fell deep down into a trapdoor in a big red carpeted hallway that I was approaching the goal, the destination. There on the wall was a portrait of Princess Peach, and I knew if all I had to do was get there, I could get there and everything would be great. But no, instead it turned into a Bowser thing, and I fell down the hole, and the music started, do-do-do-do-do-do, ba-boom, ba-boom, and it said, oh, there's fire and there's things and I have to run and jump and hide. There's 8 coins. If I can collect them, I'll get a star. And then at the very end, I fall down into another area and I land, right? Okay, here we go. The actual real Bowser, he approaches and he's big. Now, this... You're supposed to come in here with the power of plumbing and all of the muscles that come with building like piping and waterworks and knowing how to do wrenches. But I don't know about any of that. So here I am. There's a giant dragon turtle lizard in front of me, and he's angry with me, right? Breathing the fires. And I know from my experiences being alive as a human being that all I have to do is grab him by his stupid tail, swing him about hammer throw style, and launch him deep into the bomb that is out in the distance. I can see it. It's black, has gray spikes on it, right? I can't do it. I don't have that kind of strength. I don't have that. I don't have the fortitude necessary to pull this off. But I did bring my stuffed Bowser doll. He's with me because he goes with me on my adventures. Okay. So I lure the actual real angry Bowser, the one that's like low polygon and doesn't look really all that great in 2020. I lure him over toward where the bombs are, and then I take in my right hand, for that is my throwing hand, my stuffed Bowser doll, and I launch him straight toward the bomb thing that blows up right next to the real Bowser. Oh, shockwaves, smokes, fires. Oh, everything's bad. He lands on the ground on his shell like an idiot. That's where he lost the eyebrows. That's why no eyebrows. Tiefers are coming loose. It was the explosion that knocked the bad guy down. I took the golden key. I moved forward with my life. I saved the princess with the help of my little plushy man. True story.
Wow.
True story. Really
That's
happened.
an incredible story.
Nailed it.
Wow. Wow. Without that plushie, without that Bowser plushie, you would not be with us today.
No.
Oh,
Had no hope.
okay.
Man,
Hopeless,
that's a real
hopeless
tearjerker.
situation.
Wow. Aren't we?
Fantastic.
Well, aren't we happy?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Wow. Galvanid, I'd like you to share with the class the time your Deadpool knit cap that says potty mouth on it
Mhm.
saved your life.
So back in high school, there was this girl you see, and I wanted to ask her out for prom. But the problem is, back then, Gal was poor. He didn't have 2 million gold like all the other people in his guild. He never farmed during Warlords of Draenor like other people did. So he didn't have any money to get a tux or a limo or a boutonniere, or not boutonniere, a corsage for the girl, and all that. So one day he asked this red latex plaid stud, "Hey man, I just want to ask this girl out. What do you think I should do?" He says, "You grab her and you club the other boys in the head and stick them in the trunk of the car. And then you take her." And I'm like, no. I need like, this other stuff. And he just gives me 8 gold. And I'm like, damn, that's great. And he's like, it's a loan, you idiot. And so I'm like, all right, I will pay you back. I promise. And so here I am on my way to rent a limo to get a tux, to get a corsage for this girl, right? I ask her, she says yes. But right when I go to pay, some jerk comes and steals all 8 gold coins. I'm like, where did he go? He's through some stupid painting and gone. And I'm like, damn, now I got no money to pay this dude back. I got no money to take care of my girl for prom. What am I going to do? And that's when my friend says, I'll take care of you. Now, I can't tell you what he said because this is a family show and he's a potty mouth. But he helped me stand on top of my first mailbox. And he sang and I danced and I made 21 gold. And you know what I did with that 21 gold?
What did you do?
So anyway, I made some money in dancing and I got the girl. We went to prom. It was great. I paid the dude back. But man, this hat, it bailed me out. It's a hell of a singer. That's my story.
Oh, that's incredible. Surely that was a life-saving feat. Wow, that hat is something very special. If we could all have a hat like that, we'd all be swimming in mailbox gold.
Because whenever I'm on the mailbox, I don't get that gold. I know why. It's that hat. It's that hat. It's not my body. It's the hat.
Frasley.
You know it.
Audio folks, you should watch. Frasley, I would love to know your most treasured possession, which I already forgot what it was.
A microphone.
Microphone, that's right. How did this microphone save your life?
So picture a gnome named Frasley who's going through the world of Azeroth. He goes to the school of Nomad Engineering School, gets the nickname Frazzle because he's always stuttering, he's always nervous, he has no self-confidence. He gets phone kicked from all these dungeon groups. They're like, no, we don't want you. Your DPS is awful. Well, so you're going through it, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, crying to the heavens, what's going on? You're crying to the heavens, like, Pat Crane, help me. And you're like, no, Pat Crane, he's over doing Convert the Raid. He's a great person, but he's doing a lot of stuff, and he's at BlizzCon. So then all of a sudden, I get in the email, this thing, it's a piece of mail from Coltrane. It's like, what, dear adventurer, I am Coltrane. I am delivering you this microphone. Use it well, young one. Become a voiceover artist. Become great. And through this, you will one day hopefully become a great podcaster. And I started doing that, and guess what? I am now on the Converted Podcast, talking with so many great people. I love it. It has changed my life, giving me so much passion, so much energy. I don't stutter as much as I used to, and guess what? I actually am hopefully one day maybe getting into raiding. I had somebody actually tell me I'm getting to become a good raider, and I only got this vote kicked because I disconnected for 30 seconds, not because of my DPS.
Success. Wow. What an incredible microphone and an incredible story. Now, our studio audience will now let us know. Chat room, who do you believe has the best story of how their most treasured possession saved their life? Is it Barf? Is it Galv? Or is it Fraz? Barf, Galv, or
Yes.
Fraz? Okay, go ahead. Yes, Silverbolt can excuse herself. Go ahead, put your votes in now. And while you're putting your votes in, gentlemen, go ahead and try to convince the audience to vote for you.
Vote for me, please. I need it. I want to go on that nice cruise all around the broken shores. I've heard it's amazing now. All the demons are gone, and all the stuff coming back. I need that money to go on that cruise.
Bring me
Bombs.
to your mailbox.
Bombs, princesses, dragons, turtles, shells, athleticism.
He throws turtle shells down by the lava shore.
I'll come to your parties.
It's true.
I'll sing Take on me. Take me on.
The night is young and you're so beautiful underneath the moonlight. Beautiful lady.
How many men in tights are you gonna drop on us today, man? This is great. I'm loving it. Keep it up. Like keep them coming, but for real.
I thought we were doing feats of strength of feet.
Strength of feet, exactly. It's very right.
Oh, wow. So the chat room is a bit divided here. Okay.
Betrayer.
Kara says Fraz gets points for genuine heartfelt story. I disagree. Barf gets points for storytelling.
No. She said before this last one. I gave my actual story before.
Okay. She liked them all. Okay. Barf gets points for storytelling, and Galv gets points for mailbox dancing. Coltrane also votes for them all. Silverbolt,
It seems against the
steps
rules.
aside. That's against the rules because you can literally, touch her from where you are. 10 out of 10 bongos. It says Winchester for each of them. I think that's cheating. I'm going to go ahead. So in the chat room, Barf and Galv both got equal votes. And here we go. Get ready with the applause. Get ready with the applause. Me being the ultimate judge that I am.
Wait, you won?
Give the 50-point award to our winner with 55 points total is Galvanid. That's right.
Who's got 2 thumbs and a potty mouth? This guy.
Thank you for joining us, Galv, on our very first converted podcast game show. Wow, and thank you for being our very special guest.
Yeah.
Please tell us again the name of your raid team.
All right, you have been watching Galvanid, one of the leaders on the Hyjal Volunteer Fire Department, a member of CTR. Goals are AOTC every tier and a little bit of Mythic, and we are looking for DPS if you want to join our special kind of crazy.
Beautiful, and tell us again when you raid.
We raid Mondays and Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Central Time until 11:30.
And before we kick your butt to the curb, do you have any shout-outs?
Well, I mean, aside from the team, shout-outs to everyone in our group from Hyjal. Leadership, you guys might know Theory and Howland, and still Jafafa Wade Wilson. It goes by many names. But everyone keeps it together. There's a great group of people to hang out with, even when we didn't have a quarantine on. But now it's a great people to hang out with when you do have a quarantine on. So, win-win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And bring in the fun. Thank you, guys. Galvanid, thanks again. Now get lost.
We love you, Gal.
Dos vidania.
Dos vidania. And now we can, Barf, I'll head it on over to you for part 3.
Well,
that's not part 3. The next part of the show, whatever it is.
Part 16. Well, I mean, you kick it over to me, and that's all well and good, but I'm going to kick it right over to Fraz, because we got a Frazzled Thought, I think, up next, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. So, I was kind of thinking, with Legion becoming Legacy Loot as of Reset Tomorrow, and being the expansion I came back to WoW at, and where Frazzly himself was born, and my human me is now 30. I have to ask you, I need some math whiz out there. Is Frazzly 30? Or is he still a whippersnapper kid because Legion's only 2 expansions back? That's where he was born. But was I always Frazzly?
I kind of, when I think about this sort of thing for my characters, I kind of think that, like, I had an undead priest who was born like a long time ago and had died like in the 2nd or 3rd war. So like the time that your character is rolled isn't necessarily the same as and the same thing is true of like night elves. Night elves are thousands of years old potentially. How long do gnomes live?
I've heard like they can live 400 or 500 years. I mean, I could be only 100 years old or 200 years old. I mean, I still look pretty young, I think.
Yeah, you're doing great for 200.
Oh, thank you. It's this moisturizer which you can buy. Use coupon code Frasley.
Oh, geez. Everybody just saw me touch my face. What's wrong with me?
Contraband. He's got the Purell. Contraband. Okay. Well, now is the time. Chat room, not chat room. Yes, chat room. You can tell us. But folks, tweet us. If do you think Frasley is a whippersnapper, or do you think that starting in Legion, is the character Frasley? Is has he been through it all? Let us know. And now is the time where we hype up a raid team progression, the guild haps, and get your shout outs in. Now, chat room, give us your shout outs. We will read them on the air. And while you are doing the shout outs, while you are shouting out in the chat room, Barf and Frasley are going to tag team the progression updates.
Sweet.
Go ahead.
Fraz, why don't you grab the first one?
Okay. So Rubber Chicken Coalition, walk, walk, walk. Happy birthday is 11 of 12 normal and 3 out of 12 heroic.
Threat level Midnight went 5 out of 12 heroic last night with some good pulls on both Dressed and Hivemind. They're going to get back to normal Nzoth eventually.
Dark One's Own Luck, 12 of 12 heroic. Nice. That's AOTC. Nice. And they said they managed to one-shot him on the first poll of the week, but we wiped a lot last week.
Troublemakers are 11 out of 12 normal and 3 out of 12 heroic.
Hyjal Volunteer Fire Department is now 10 of 12 heroic and 11 of 12 normal.
Wonder how many bosses they killed tonight without Galv there to help them. We already made that joke earlier. Shucks. Let's move on. TLDR Just Pull is 11 out of 12 normal. We got 10 out of 12 heroic with their first kills on Vex and Il'gynoth this week. Carapace seems rough, so we'll see.
Our next one is Relentless. And Relentless is now 11 of 12 normal and 9 of 12 heroic after downing Vexiona next week. Next week is all progression, so we're hoping to get Il'gynoth and put work into Carapace.
The Edamame Enterprise is 11 out of 12 mythic. Dead Doggo, Slight Smile, rank 2812. Oh, okay. They're ranked 2812 in the world. Oh, that's really
Nice.
impressive. Holy smokes. It also puts us number 2 team on the server now that Fierce has left. Congratulations on number 2 on the server. That's really good.
It's crazy.
Holy
Wow.
smokes.
Okay.
Salad Senate is 7 of 12 heroic after a very productive week, getting 3 new bosses down.
Bacon and Kegs is 12 out of 12 normal. Congrats, everybody. And 9 out of 12 heroic.
Base Pull is at 2 of 12 mythic, 12 of 12 heroic, and 12 of 12 normal with exclamation point, 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 exclamation point. Yeah, you get the point.
Standard Dragon Protocol, 12 out of 12 normal, 12 out of 12 heroic, and ahead of the curve. Congratulations, you guys. Amazing night of progression on Nzoth, which we 2 healed and took down the boss the second time we hit the 3rd phase. Wow. 2 healing?
Wow.
That's something else.
And this next one I messed up because I was looking at acronyms. So Hyjal Volunteer Fire Department is back again, and they're currently 11 of 12 normal and 10 of 12 heroic. But what I liked about this one is that they were congratulating Standard Dragon Protocol. So I love when the teams are supporting each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that all these teams are giving us the updates in the
Yes.
Discord channel. The progression updates Discord channel for the team leaders. Wow, gosh, that is great. I said it wouldn't work because in the past, when we first started the show, however many years ago, in 2013, it would have been, we did something like that. We asked people to. Discord wasn't around back then. We had the forums, and we asked people to let us know the progression, and people just didn't. They just didn't. And I'm like, hey, they won't do it. They won't do it. You guys convinced me. Let us have this channel. The Ash made the not Ash. I mean, Ash is one of them, but Ash, made it happen. And now everyone's participating. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. That really helps give us content. You are giving us the content for the show. That's spectacular.
And
Now, go ahead.
and they're causing us a discord and our preconceptions.
I slowed down for a pun.
I'm proud of you, Fraz.
Next, Twitter mana buns. Okay, and then we'll go for the chat room. Jason Richard on Twitter says, "I'd like to give a shout out to Coltrane in my robe."
Yes.
Copperbolt says, "Shout out to my friends and family in the Salad Senate. You guys are really keeping me together through this crazy ass time, and I appreciate you more than I could tell you. Also, 3 progression bosses in one night. You're amazing." Now, Tink says, "Shout out to Tink from Sal." Wait a minute. This doesn't. "Thanks for being the best rogue ever. P.S. You are smarter than me. Love, Sal. P.S.S. Butt boy dancer friend agrees."
That was really nice of you to say, Sal.
Wow.
To just shout out to Tink that way, man. That's like,
so.
I mean,
really kind of you.
That's I don't recall typing that. I'm sure Butt Boy does love Tink. I think he can hear my voice tonight, right now. If I'm guessing correctly, Butt Boy loves Tink. But don't they all? Don't they all? From our chat room, Frasley, you started keeping track of this. Why don't you go ahead?
Yes, I got a shout out from Cap, who says, "Shout out to all involved tonight for a fun debut with the game show. Bigger and better to come, yo." And absolutely, we are back.
That was fun.
That was fun.
And what I loved was just like how we like it. I forgot about everything that's going on because of it, and I love it. I love this. It's fun coming together. Chat was popping, and thank you so much, chat. You made tonight, like, the energy in the room was just, it was electric.
That's every night. Let's be honest.
Oh yes, and so honored to have a great. And then Coltrane, shout out to my team, Dark One's Own Luck, for getting 12 of 12 heroic 2 weeks in a row. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Shout out.
Oh, and then Kara says, "Shout out to Frasley's wig." Yes.
Shout out to Frasley's wig. I'll say that the headgear was on point tonight. We have Barf's Mario hat with the ears, with the little bear ears, I think.
Yeah, they're not quite movie quality, but it's mine.
Okay. And then we had the kind of curly wig on Frasley, and you got this like line across your head from it. That's really giving it to us. That was
that's how you know.
Taking one for the team. Yeah. I think the wig was a little tight on your head, bro.
Yes.
So there we go. That was our chat room shout outs. Now let's go for the personal shout outs. Barf, you can go first.
Oh, okay. I guess I gotta give my shout out to the folks that hung out in my chat earlier today. I have been away from Twitch for my own personal streaming use for quite some time now, but as I am home from work for 2 weeks as a result of staffing changes and scheduling changes because of the pandemic, I needed stuff to do, so decided I was gonna fire it up, and a bunch of my old regulars stopped by to say hi, and I was like kind of really touched by that. That was super supportive. You guys are the best. I really appreciate it. So thank you all for that.
Frasley.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Des. Words are hard sometimes for me. I see. I'm not yet at Coltrane's level. I can't just spout off words without any editing. Des Mephistos. He is doing a charity this year, and it's the second year of doing it. It's for the autism. It's for ASAN. It's a network of individuals with autism, and they want to raise awareness and bring support. And I love that all through April, he's doing things like there'll be a trivia night with Ian Bates, red shirt guy, and also Thunk the Peon's gonna be on there. I mean, just so many cool things. There's a Perky Pug run. They're also going to take one for the team and have hot sauce while they're doing stuff. They're going to level warriors, because if you don't know about this guy, he has 50 warriors. And he has so many warriors on his account that he actually had to go to the EU to get more warriors. I mean, he won, loves warriors. So Navox and Berserker are probably like, yeah, woo! So yeah, just definitely go to his Twitter, DESMEPHISTO. He's on Twitter, on Twitch, and I love what he's doing. And it's the second year, so I want to support him. I just want to say, hey, keep rocking it, because I talked to him on Sunday. There's so much passion for this that he has.
Now, I want to shout out to Tink. Thanks for being the best rogue ever. Now, P.S. You are smarter than me. P.S.S. Butt boy dancer friend agrees.
It's a really heartfelt shout out, Sal. It's nice to hear honest
Now,
and like
I don't know who
forthcoming
butt boy
stuff
dancer
like
is.
that.
Like I'm dancing a lot, wiggling my butt. Am I the butt boy dancer, or is that somebody else?
It's Skibet,
Oh, okay. See that? Yeah.
who was dancing behind with his butt. With his behind.
That's right.
Waggling is behind us.
I forgot about that.
It's been a fun show. It's going to wrap us up for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank Navox and Geek Chic Lisa for our theme music. You can find us all over on Twitter at @converted_CTR. Sal is at @summer_Sal. Frasley is at Frasleytastic, and I am at a bonus level. When's the next episode, Sal?
Hey, Barf, the next episode is Monday, April 13th. It's the day after Easter, and I have no idea who our special guest is because Frasley takes care of that these days.
So if you're listening and send me on Discord. I am Frasley #1711. Slide into my DMs and we'll get you on.
Oh, that's right. The April 13th.
Well, that'll be fantastic. Until then, for Sal.
See you later.
For Frasley.
I cannot believe they ruined Star Wars Galaxies. Ah!
And for myself. We'll see you next time, everybody.
You can follow the show on Twitter at converted_CTR. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast. And find us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast. And join us live every other Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really.
And that's a wrap.
That was fun. That was a blast.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yes, thank you
really-
for putting it together.
Really glad you didn't make me set my Bowser on fire. I would have been really... Because I would have done it, because the show must go on, but it would have changed me.
It was Kara in the chat. She goes, yeah, now light it on fire.
Oh, and I like hers with the different mugs, like I put on her forehead into the river dance.
That came to me at the very last moment. I'm like, I could get them to just pour water on their heads. So I did. That ended up being very, yeah. What I had pictured was one person having a smaller glass than the other, than that person just winning. Yes. That worked out really well. Oh, dude. Yes, of course I listened to Coltrane. I listened to Azeroth Public Radio episode 2. That was great.
Yeah.
I really liked the end of it, actually.
She liked it when it was over.
Yeah. I was like, finally. Jeez. Who listens to a 2-hour podcast? No,
Our listeners.
You had a quote in there that was a heartfelt quote, and I'm not gonna. It's been out for a few weeks, but and it was from an unexpected source. That made me kind of think about it. Like, oh wow, this person said this amazing thing. About being with the boys. And that was. If you don't know what I'm talking about, listen to the end. You got to listen right to the end of the podcast, to the post show.
APR is like a bottle of really good wine, but for
Now,
podcasts.
I gotta say,
I like
Brittle
that thought.
Static, can you stop sending him into danger and stop dying? I like Brittle Static. I don't want you to he keeps dying all the time.
Brittle's a frontline combatant, right? He knew what he was signing up for.
Okay, because I like him, and keep up with the short jokes. Without a short joke, I love those.
Yeah, man, the gnomes in the background kill me. Those guys
Yes.
are great.
Yeah, that was one of those things where, I'm going through my podcasts. This is before the lockdown, but back when I was able to take walks, I was like, okay, when am I listening? Oh, look, it's downloaded. And that was, that was great. It did take me a while to listen to it.
And those promos killed me. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, they were good.
I tuned in a video, and now the video, I have to say, my laugh wasn't even as like I was laughing so hard in the car that when I got to where I wanted to make a video, but I couldn't get the laugh that I had in the car in the video, so I still put it up there. But like, I was literally like you can have car wrecks with sneezing. I was about to have a car wreck from just like so much laughter.
You almost killed Frasley, man. I can't believe.
Yeah.
Coltrane. Almost. Wow.
How
Almost killed Frasley.
Before we move too far away from this, how many contributors did you guys have for the you're listening to APR? Like how many people sent you files? Because there were a bunch of like fan files in there.
Oh man, I was talking about like what my favorite parts were, but yeah, like folks like picking these like random NPCs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
And that shows an engaged audience, because I mean, audience feedback is hard to get. I mean, and like I've heard stats on different 3% is what you get on a lot of engagement. So the fact that you got 14 shows you've got an awesome audience, Coltrane.
That's it. Some of them doing like the accents and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was really good because it gets you thinking about like, oh yeah, I know that inn, or
Yeah.
I know that quest giver, or
Yeah, because everyone's kind of got that one class trainer that they always went to, like or whatever. Back when we went to class trainers, stuff like that. You're like, oh yeah, that one priest trainer who hangs out that one spot over here. Like they're my guy. Give them a voice. Like that's such a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how you do it. Because like as I'm listening, I'm like, how did he get the idea for this? But then also like, I mean, just like the effects that you end up like, I am just in awe, Coltrane. I'm just I'm fandoming here because I'm just like, I know it's like I can tell the work that goes into it. So awesome job.
I sent that to my friend Skibet, and he texted me later on and said, "It was like, Summer, like what? How could you expect more than one of these every 6 months?" Because he's heard us like joking around
because
about it.
Of how much. I mean, like once a year, I can see it. It feels like you're listening to like a show on the radio. I mean, it feels like that.
Yeah, man. Pass our love on to Boots, because
yeah,
I don't know if he's in the audience tonight, but he deserves to hear all this too, for sure.
Okay, new topic. New topic.
New topic is I'm gonna save the audio from this, and then.
Oh yeah. There wasn't too many flubs either. I won't have to edit that much. Well, what a good sport Galv is. I mean, I knew he would be. Because when you came up, you're like Frasley says like, hey, we need to keep it light. We need to do something fun. Like, yeah, maybe we should. I said, well, Galv will do anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm not worried about him. He's gonna say yes. What are we gonna do? And this worked out pretty well.
The only trouble really is the first couple of minutes are kind of janky because the connection quality wasn't quite there on Discord. But I mean,
yeah,
the people get
I
it.
noticed that too. I was thinking, oh no, it was, and then it cleared up.
Yeah, it did.
But
We potentially could have pulled over if it really got rough. But
Galv will do anything. Sal 2020.
he poured water on his head today.
He did. He
and
did
his
do
face
that.
and body.
But he drank like so much of it.
I spilled water. My socks are soaked.
Where did you dump that water?
Back porch.
Into into the turfus.
Oh, you dumped it into a different. I thought you had a bucket or
And
something.
then I did drink it afterwards, but I dumped it in there.
I mean, I didn't need you to drink it, but
I
I was
wanted to. I
was
wanna let
really
Galv-
hoping someone would dump it on their head.
Too much stuff around here. Have you seen my cable management? It's a mess here. I don't want to.
Oh, but
I just don't
Barf's
like
like,
I just don't like to clean. Yeah, I just hucked it
Out the
outside.
door. That was my favorite quote of the night, Kara. Now light it on fire.
Yes. You know, that could go as the show title. Or maybe that wasn't said in there, but that.
What? Now light it on fire?
Yeah.
That's right. Everyone's staying hydrated. What? And while you were away, I was showing my favorite vessel is my convert to raid shot
Ooh.
glass.
You know,
And-
I should.
I definitely would have
get
won
mine.
if I had chosen this one.
I'll be right back. I got one that would have won, but
Um,
I think my CTR
Wait.
shot glass is downstairs right now. It's somewhere in
I've
my
got
home.
lipstick all over it because I'm such a fan of these of
Just keep drinking out of it?
Rihanna's. Well, yeah, I'm such a fan of Rihanna's lip paints.
The
And I
second
use
thing
this
I was
red. It's
thinking of
beautiful. It's a really
was-
nice red.
this.
Oh yeah, I got one of
out-
those. I got one over there.
I have this on my car keys every time. It reminds me of the guild that I'm a part of, what the guild means to me. Because again, so why I got into CTR, and CTR changed my life. So I mean, this means so much to me.
Mine's hanging on my rearview mirror,
Nice.
and I had
Mine
another
is
one.
hanging in my kitchen.
I had another one on my BlizzCon bag, but I keep giving it to people because every time we go somewhere and I've got my BlizzCon bag, she's like, "Oh, I wish I had a. Ooh, here, give them yours." And I'm like, "All right, you can have this one, and I'll get a new one when we get home."
Yeah, Kara, Fenty Beauty makes just the best products. I also use her foundation.
And I
Oh, that's
remember
Silver.
and Silver, I remember getting the work in progress shots of this. That was cool too. I remember like getting like text of like, this is the work in progress. So I remember that. That was
No, I can't afford to buy Fenty everything, but every now and then. Okay, the foundation's one thing. I mean, but I got this kind of nude one that I wore tonight. But this red one, that's a beautiful red. That's a really nice red. I wore this at the BlizzCon before the con before the storm party. I did do that. So
Aw.
I've been streaming on Twitch.
yes.
Sweet.
And do you know what I've been streaming?
Hear of the Storm.
No.
We playing Heroes of the Storm?
No.
I got time tonight. I'm not going to work tomorrow. I'll pour a big drink.
No, you gotta keep guessing
Oh
what
my
I
God,
what
I'm
I
so glad this
stream.
cat is in the house.
Stardew
Okay.
Valley.
I had like a 30% chance that I lost this cat when I threw the water out the back door. But like I didn't want to interrupt the show to look throughout the whole house to make sure that she was still in here. The one thing she's only ever wanted to do since she moved in is go outside and get eaten by a hawk. It's the only thing she's ever wanted to do.
Dude, hawks are for real.
She wants to. It's her only desire is to go out and get eaten by a hawk. And I was pretty sure she didn't get out, but I didn't. I was like not 100% sure. She's totally in the house. Everything's fine.
I was telling a story. I forgot what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
What game you were streaming?
Oh no, I said that's not the question I asked. I said, like, what am I streaming? I'm streaming
Makeup.
on Twitch. What am I streaming?
Makeup.
Makeup.
Oh.
Streaming me putting on makeup, using like all sorts of crazy stuff. So I have all these looks, and then my niece will send me. Oh, sorry, I have all this like makeup here. My niece will send me a look, like a challenge, and I and I'll do with my different palettes here. It'll always be an eye look. With my different palettes here, I will try to recreate the look. Yeah, I had made a watermelon eye, and I told all my family. And my dad is like looking, like, what the hell is this? Why am I watching a video of you putting on eyeshadow? I don't get it.
Listen,
Like,
Dad, the
it's
internet
fun.
is.
Now this is my conspiracy palette, and I got this. It went on sale.
Sounds like it
An
went
hour
on sale.
before Sal. It went on sale the hour before BlizzCon started. And Marconan and I were stood there. He was trying to get one for his wife, And I was trying to get one, and I didn't get through. But like he was using his phone to try to buy these. It was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And I was not one of the 1 million people, the 1.1 million pallets that they sold that day. I was not part of that. Marconin, however, did get through, and he ordered 2. And that is why I am one of the people who has one.
It was a very interesting conversation to sit next to in the hotel room at BlizzCon.
Yes.
Was Sal and Marconin going on and on about face makeup. And I went, okay, so this is...
Bye, Winchester.
This is what this evening is. See you, Winchester. Good to see you, buddy.
I am opening up a new line of spicy flavored makeup, and the first 1 million people, it's gonna be exclusive and all that. It's only like $30. So
every time I look away from you, Fraz, and then I look back at you, for a hot second, I think you're wearing my blue Zelda shirt.
Oh,
it's the same color. It is.
Yeah. Yep. It's the armpit Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
I will never be. Oh, that's why I wanted to do that one too.
Why?
I don't know why they put the trees in the armpits.
One armpit is an accident. Both armpits is the culprit.
That's on purpose.
Yes.
I got my little water. Did you see that there was some kind of like internet thing where people were like, Tito's cures COVID, so you gotta get a lot of Tito's and like wash your car with it or something. Like and like the World Health Organization or the CDC, one of them, like put out a message: Tito's vodka does not cure COVID-19. Like, or maybe it was actually Tito's going, guys, no.
Tito's, Tito's will cure COVID-19 if you drink Tito's and also do all the things that the CDC recommends that you do to prevent COVID-19.
You stay at home and drink Tito's. Speaking of stay at home,
I know.
Oh my God, let me tell you something. So, my jeweler, I say my jeweler, the guy that I've purchased 2.
Do you have a farrier too?
I've purchases. I purchased 2 pieces of jewelry that cost more than $30 in my life. Okay, a necklace. I should have put it on today. And a bracelet, a cuff. I love them both, and they have skulls on them, of course, and they're nice. One the necklace has diamonds on it. Anyway, you should look for him, girls, on Instagram, Dirty Hands Jewelry, or just go to dirtyhandsjewelry.com, I think. And he's a guy. He's got a little shop it's in Manhattan now, not in Brooklyn. But he makes all the jewelry in his shop by hands. Anyway, so he's not in his workshop right now because he's got to stay home, right? So he's making all these videos of all the things that he does while he stays at home. And he's like, I can't remember what countries he's from. I'm going to be racist and just like guess it's Colombia. But like it's not Mexico, but it's somewhere South America. Okay. And he's all like, we are going to have a solo party. Tonight we have a solo party inviting me, myself, and I. And what we're going to do, we're going to get ourselves pretty. And he like gets out of the shower and he's like wearing nothing but a towel. It's all wet. Like, we're going to put the cologne on. That's right. We're going to make ourselves pretty. And we're going to have a solo party. And then he does this thing where he's like dancing. And he's got all the music and lights and stuff going. And he's like dancing and stuff, having his solo party. Because we want to have a solo party because we stay home right now. We stay home, everyone. I'm like, yes.
Are they following him for the jewelry or for the? Because I mean,
this is the best advertising campaign for jewelry ever.
Yeah, I want this jewelry.
I will buy anything this man is selling.
Yes.
Listen, Kara. Dirty Hands Jewelry.
I had my dirty hands cleaned by myself.
Solo party, but he's saying in like solo party.
Oh, solo
We'll
party.
have a solo party.
Solo party.
And the next day he'll be like, he's got a Peloton. He's like doing the Peloton, but he's got a bear mask on for some reason because he's going crazy like everybody else is. And he's got a tiny little apartment. And he's like, oh, we have a solo party tonight, so I must get into shape. And like doing the Peloton or like kettlebells and stuff. And I'm like, I can just watch this man lift kettlebells.
I'm dancing to a solo party right now.
You're not supposed to watch other people exercise when you're trapped in your apartment.
Oh,
The purpose of these videos were to have me watch them. I promise. And he's like, we stay at home. We stay at home for the solo parties. Yeah. Instagram.com/dirtyhandsjewelry. The first person to actually look that up was Frasley.
he's good looking. And his jewelry is too.
His jewelry is beautiful. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. And you know,
yeah, and I've got 2 pieces. So yeah.
I love what he's doing with Instagram is one, he's showing who he is too. He's showing his personality and he's making it realistic. I mean, like it's not just a company out there making stuff on jewelry, but he's saying, hey, this is who I am. Perfect use of Instagram.
Well, I mean, before, the lockdown, he posted about his jewelry, which he makes every piece by hand, with his dirty hands, with his dirty hands. He used to work, his studio used to be across the street from where I live, but he moved to get more foot traffic. Yeah. And now I'm like going on his website going, okay, what do I buy next? But he can't work right now, and he can't even ship things out. So, yeah, I'm like, I know what I'm doing with my stimulus check. I mean, sitting on it and waiting to buy my next necklace, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, that's how my apocalypse is going. I am not bored at all. Everyone's talking about like watching all the Netflix and catching up on books, and I'm like, my family and friends won't let me. I scheduled like 3 Zoom meetings a night,
but they're only 40 minutes apiece.
I have an account. I've got 2 accounts for my work. I would never use my current company's account. I use my old company's account. My old company got bought by a bigger company. Yeah. So
I don't have this service.
Yeah, it's Zoom is legit. It's really good.
Yeah. And did I tell you it's incredible? The one thing I like on the news are like, and make sure to when you're on Zoom calls to
to unmute. Yeah,
to unmute and mute and maybe put up a backdrop where you're at. I mean, all these things and wear headphones. Things like gamers get.
Yeah, sure. No, gamers are doing fine right now. Like all this news stuff. Everyone's using Zoom. It's a professional tool. I mean, that's what it's made for.
They are zooming to the top of the charts.
I mean, what did I see? I saw like a Scooby-Doo thing where a guy's got a mask on. It says, okay, now let's see who's at the bottom of all this. They rip off the mask and it says like the Zoom logo. Like, if there's one company that's doing great right now.
I mean, I've been using GoToMeeting for like our class at our store. It's closed right now. Like when it was open before, we were using it for GoToMeeting. But Zoom, I could actually see moving to Zoom on that. Possibly. We got used to GoToMeeting, and that's why I don't want to switch from GoToMeeting there. But Zoom's really good. And
hey, Kara, you can use now. I can't do it on my computer because everything on my computer is very old. And on my MacBook, my work computer, it's a dual core, and you need like a quad core for a Mac. So I can't do the backgrounds on either one of them unless I had a green screen. If I had a green screen, I could do the backgrounds. Okay. That said, most people can do backgrounds. And now Kara says someone should make WoW themed backgrounds. Literally anyone can make a background because it's easy. It says, what do you want your background to be? And you just load a picture. So like whatever photo you have, and my my company has like official company backgrounds, 2 of them for World of Warcraft. Yeah, you can put a picture of your cat in the background, whatever.
But like,
so like it's
the whole
super easy to
background is
use.
just the face of the cat, and you're just like,
Listen,
I stand here in front of cat.
my company, which has 3,500 people in it now, the big company, the new one, had a Zoom background competition. And you would, because suddenly 3,500 people are working from home, at a tech company. And we had a fun, big, like Monday morning meeting today where it was like, here's some of the submissions, and then here's our finalist and here's the winner. And they were all really funny. I didn't know any of these people at all because I don't live in Cleveland where the company is. And I've only been with the company about 5 weeks. My company is amazing. And I was really happy they bought us. Right on time. Like, wow, I'm in a solid company right now. And it's actually a good company. They give a lot of like stipends and stuff for health stuff. I don't know. It's a it's a positive vibe there. But I'm in New York by myself. I got my like power station right here. This giant desk. I keep showing my hole. I keep meaning to get this fixed. It's because I roll up my sleeves like that.
Kara, I need you to do the thing.
What is Kara doing?
Every time you say something ridiculous, she says, I keep showing my hole, Sal 2020.
And when did you do that? My cat almost tried to show his behind. And we call his behind Cahoon.
Yeah, everybody's got a cat they got the behind.
Yeah.
Listen, my company's taking care of people. Yeah. And yeah, it's weird to go from a company of 25 people to a company of 3,500 people. So now I'm like, me and my 24 colleagues don't know where we fit in this new company. But they bought us and they bought our software, and wow, I'm so happy. Not only are they good, okay, but also it's more solid, like didn't see this coming.
Yeah, really.
So really happy for that. This is what we do in Brooklyn. We do beer and a shot. That's just, I'm pretending that's only a Brooklyn thing.
I don't mix. I prefer not to mix.
2 beers, 2 shots. That's fine. Yeah, I really liked the game show. That was fun.
Yeah.
I know I already said this, but like that took a long time to put together.
It took an hour to write. I thought it would take an hour to read.
Well, Frasley, chat room. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. I was super sick. I was super duper sick.
Oh, did you have it?
I don't think so. My doctor said I probably did, but I don't think I did because I had a lot of nose stuff, like sinus stuff. So I have to act as if, and I'm in New York City. If anyone, I think everyone here knows that. So I have to act as if I had it. Okay. And when I'm completely better, which I'm getting there, I'm still, I don't know if I muted a lot and coughed. I don't know if you saw, but, and then when I'm done being sick, I need to act as if I didn't have it. Meaning, like
still act like you're not immune, like continue to distance and continue to,
yeah. Because there was no way for me to get a test.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, if I'm okay, I am not leaving.
Yeah. No.
No way.
I got something in February that I showed up at work Monday morning and I was fine. And then 2 hours later, I had a sharp fever and thought I was going to die. So I
Wow.
escaped work the instant someone came in that they could replace me, and crawled in bed and stayed there for almost a week.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I went down
I mean,
hard.
that's the flu.
But yeah, it
Wow.
really was. But I didn't have a bunch of the symptoms that they say. I didn't have trouble breathing. I didn't have any cough. I just was feverish and asleep. I was asleep for 3 days, except for getting up to pee and feed the cats, and then right back to bed.
Mhm.
And then the following 2 days, I could get out of bed physically and then do part of one chore and then fall asleep.
Right.
It'd never been so difficult for me to change the laundry before. Not fold it, just move it from the washer to the dryer. Immediately took a nap.
Yeah, that sounds like the flu.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah. Do you handle money at work?
Oh yeah.
That stuff's nasty.
Yeah, our bank has become in the lobby by appointment only, and only for things that you absolutely must enter the branch to do. Outside of that, it's 100% ATM and drive-through only to try to limit exposure as best we can.
Sure.
And we're doing this weird thing where the entire company is split into 2 teams, and every team works for 2 weeks and then stays at home for 2 weeks while the other team replaces them. So today was my first day of 2 weeks here. And then on the 13th, the day we're going to shoot our next show, that'll be my first day back to work after staying at home this whole time. And that will continue.
I assume that affects your pay.
Surprisingly, it does not.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone can pay somebody, it's the bank. But yeah, I'm fortunate in that way. But
I don't know. Local banks aren't. I don't know what kind of bank it is, but I mean, local businesses are,
Yeah.
Yeah. I ordered groceries from the grocery store, and I ordered from a locally owned grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely spent more money doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are doing what they can do.
Yep.
That 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on is actually a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, if your company can afford to pay people to stay at home in that way, because my job, I cannot do it at all at home. It cannot be
done.
Mm-hmm. So I just sit here and read mostly.
My job's always at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that didn't change a smidge for me at all. So that's fine. I'm totally set up here. Frasley, you work from home. Did anything change for you?
No, I've actually worked Monday that I'm home, but during the week we've gone to the office, but since then, because I am younger and I don't have to work with paperwork, I've been working from home because we have people at the office who have to be there for what we do, and we want to limit the contact and also make them feel a little less nervous for going into work. And so I've been
the
home,
less people there, the better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And the benefit is, starting tomorrow in the morning, I'll get to watch Star Trek on Twitch legally, because Twitch has a way to do it legally. I'd add that in there.
I still work really hard. I mean, I have to impress my new overlords, who are all really nice. I'm being legit here. They're not watching this. We get, watch this, but I am trying to be look at me, I'm awesome,
Yeah.
to the new people, to my new owners. But yeah, but everything's okay. I kind of wish I had taken people up on their offer to have me a few different people said, "Hey, do you want to come stay with me for a little while?" The person who owns this apartment said I could stay with her and her family upstate. I don't think she understood that it was going to be months, though.
Yeah, really.
So, and then my parents wanted me to come to Texas. And I'm like, kind of wish I took them up on that.
Was this before everything happened?
It was as it was happening. It was 2 weeks ago.
The benefit is at least you're comfortable at home and you don't feel like you're invading someone else's property. Because
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't have been invading anything for my parents, but I don't know. New York City's proper scary right now.
yeah,
But the benefit for me is that I get a paycheck. I work from home. That hasn't changed. I am able to spend extra money on groceries. I'm able to do that. Not everyone is. I'm able to get the deliveries here for groceries. You should have saw me today. I spent about an hour wiping like Clorox wipes on all my groceries that came in. I am fortunate, and I promise you, I'm thankful.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So
Good
I
times
mean,
come.
if anyone's okay, it's someone like me. I mean, yes, I've got asthma, and Kara was like, "Us asthmatics, we need to stick together." Yeah, and that's why my doctor was like,
you say
"You've
stick
got
together.
it."
Stick together at like a 6-foot distance.
yeah.
Stay far away from your friends and loved ones.
Yeah.
What's always weird when I we're still allowed outdoor walks when I go on my so since the last episode I've been doing the at least 15 minutes. What's weird is how many people don't move away. I'm always the one like in the grass, like I'm getting away from it. They're just walking down the. I'm like,
Yeah.
Hey, chocolate, stop typing in chat. Like I'm the one that's compromising on the path going into like wherever. I mean, I'm doing it, but it's weird. People don't always think when we're on even on a walking path. That's not 6 feet. You got to go a little bit farther.
Yeah.
Like,
even like my roads have no traffic on them unless the school is dropping off or picking up kids. But outside of that, it's usually completely dead. And we've been walking down the side because we gotta walk the dog because he still has to poo. The pandemic doesn't stop that. So we're walking the dog down the street, and there would be another party on their way this way, and it's like there's all this space. We need to separate, and people tend not to.
And Kara, I've got too much social anxiety outside to be yelling COVID distance. So I was like, okay, I'm just going over.
COVID distance. COVID distance.
I move all the way over like here and all that. So it's
Yeah, people get the idea here. But I haven't been outside. I've been outside. Well, I got really sick, and I legit thought I had it because my doctor said you probably have it. So I'm like, I am not going to be responsible for someone in my building.
Yeah, really.
And I waited a bit too long to take my garbage out. It was to the point that I'm sitting here working, going,
Did I make that smell?
oh, yeah, and I'm cooking a lot more too. You know what? I did it. I mean, it's sanitary. You have to take the garbage out. Obviously, I did take it out, but I was still sick. I like wrapped my head up with a scarf like a mummy, and I waited until like 11:30 at night. I trot down the stairs where no one's going to be there, and I sprayed Clorox on it. No, it wasn't a maggot situation, Kara. It wasn't. No, I didn't wait. Like, it wasn't like that. But it reminded me of a situation okay, so when I lived in Korea, in Korea, you have recycling, okay? Like, everyone recycles, right? And you just put the recycling like in the area that you do. Here's the glass, here's the plastic, whatever. And then you've got your garbage, and then you've got your food garbage. And the way you pay, it's kind of like, this is kind of like the way you pay the government to take away your garbage, is that you purchase garbage bags. And it's kind of like purchasing stamps. It's you've given money to the government, but it's garbage bags. It's like these special garbage bags. So, and you're meant to put your food waste into these smaller garbage bags. And like someone who's got a family and stuff, that people will have like these things on their counters with like a lid on it, and then just like chopping stuff and put the rinds and the eggshells or whatever like in this thing. Couple days, tie it off and put it outside. But I'm myself, right? I'm not using one of these garbage bags like these. You got to pay for them, right? Like $1 a piece. I'm not going to pay $1 every time I have a meal because I've got some apple rinds or apple cores or banana whatever's. So it's like compost, yeah. So what I did, and I learned this from a Korean friend of mine who was also alone in an apartment. And she's like, this is what people do. I'm told this is what people do. And this is a lot of people. So this is going to sound really strange. Okay. But I would take my clean, like, food waste. It's clean because it's not gross. It's not got, maggots on it. Like my eggshells, whatever. I'd put it in these garbage bags, right? And I'd put it in the freezer. And as I had more garbage, like more like food waste, I'd take it out of the freezer and put it in the bag, put it back in the freezer. So it never gets a chance to get dirty and it freezes. And when it was full,
Yeah, the same way
I would
that
tie it
food.
off.
Yeah, it's just food without the insides in it, but it's still food. You
Right.
put food in the freezer. There's nothing weird about that.
Sure, coffee grounds,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So I would freeze it. So I've started doing that. Again, I've got like a wine bag, like a plastic, like I've got plenty of those from the wine store. I've been freezing my food waste like I did in Korea. I did that for 10 years in Korea. So I promise you it's not weird. It sounds weird to an American. But so I've got all my recycling and I'm like squishing it all down and putting my
Yeah.
everything in its place, whatever. And then I've got my actual just like garbage can. Doesn't have anything weird in it. It's not going to fill up very fast at all, and it's damn sure not going to stink. So that was a very long story to tell you. I'm freezing anything that could possibly stink so that I can take my garbage out less.
You got to do what I ended up doing the very last day that Silver was at her apartment, where we had to destroy and throw away her cat tree that was like, it was ready to go. We just broke it
Did you
apart
freeze it?
with our big boots, and then we opened the window and threw it out the window. And it fell straight down 3 stories and landed in the dumpster. So all you got to do is Kobe your trash out the window, across the alleyway, and into the receptacle, and then bang. You don't have to make the trip. You don't have to infect other people. Just get your angle right. Straight out the window.
Sure. I'm supposing
People have been throwing
ahead.
their waste straight out the window for centuries.
That's
it's a
true.
time-honored tradition.
I don't have like a river though to throw my waste in. What are you saying, Fresley?
Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out.
That sounds like
it's the beginning of a poem.
beginning of a limerick.
Limerick, yeah.
She'd scour the pots and scrape the pans, candy the yams and spice the hams, and though her daddy would scream out and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to it's from where the sidewalk ends.
Oh, where the sidewalk ends. That's right where the wild fern grows.
Yes, I think.
Where the red fern grows.
That's what I
is
said.
a book about
Where the wild rumpus
dogs,
starts.
About dogs that makes you cry.
Where the wild things are.
Where the sidewalk ends is by Shel Silverstein.
Yeah, that's very different from where the red fern grows.
I was doing where the wild things are and where the red fern grows all at the same time, which is why I said where the wild fern grows. Because I'm an idiot.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sometimes you got to remind me. Yeah,
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
It's a great book if you have never read the poem, and if you have kids, they will love where the sidewalk ends. I loved the book as a kid. That and also the Waits at School That one was always amazing. Like the school, like
What is that? A book? The Weights at
It-
School?
Wayside School. It's about a school that like has like crazy things happen.
Oh, Wayside. Okay.
Yeah, it's a classic book fair.
Stand in the Sea. I definitely read that one.
No, I hear I don't need to see Doolittle because I mean, or I don't need to read Doolittle because the movie's pretty good, right?
Yeah, every movie released in January is great.
Especially Doolittle with
Historical.
Robert Downey Jr.
I was joking because that's where movies are released to die.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I'd watch it, whatever. The person who owns this apartment, she put Disney Plus on my TV.
nice. April 20. Yeah, April 23rd, I believe, is you can see Onward. Great movie.
I am unfamiliar.
It's the latest Pixar movie where like they're all in the like they're dragons, centaurs, and things like that, and they've all lost their magic. And these two brothers, one's voiced by Chris Pratt. They go on a journey and try to figure out
Ooh.
because like they bring back just their dad's pants, and they have to figure out how to bring their whole dad back just for a day.
Oh, that sounds sad.
It's sad, but it's also it's a fun movie. It's one that you leave feeling contemplative. So I don't want to say any more, but just it's on Disney Plus on April 23rd.
Contemplative.
Yes.
Contemplative. Yo, Westworld. I like
Oh, yes.
Westworld. Westworld. We've had 3 episodes. I am kind of waiting for like something actually to happen.
It's been a lot of
but
setup.
yeah, we've got 3 episodes to set up. I'm ready to. I feel set up. I feel we've done it.
No, we're gonna have another episode of setup because William's not back yet.
Oh, that's right. Ed
So we're
Harris
gonna
needs
set
to
up.
come.
Exactly. We'll set him up.
Is it actually William or is it another host inside of William?
Oh, I've been asking that question of every character that's been on screen in
every
each
character.
scene in each episode.
I'm still behind on that show.
Everyone is a robot that you think is a human, and everyone is a human that you think is a robot.
Yes.
I remember that because I watched a good bit of season 2, and then I had to give up HBO for a while. So I finished Silicon Valley, the final season of Silicon Valley.
That was fun.
show.
A lot of people gave up on Westworld during season 2. That seems legit. That did happen to a lot of people. I was doing back
Pariah
then.
Cast.
I was doing Pariah Cast. That's right, about my favorites, named after my favorite town in Westworld. Pariah.
Oh, not Sweetwater.
Those scenes. Oh wow.
Barf looks confused.
Just think of
Fucking-
Oh yeah.
I thought
Think of
that your favorite town was Sweetwater. That's where the can rolls across the ground, and Teddy picks it up, and he goes, "Ma'am." Remember? Oh, right here.
Yeah, it's like saying your favorite town in Warcraft is Goldshire.
Yeah. Local local dullard chooses Mario in Mario Kart.
Now, my favorite town is Nurmagomedov because Nurmagomedov is not a dungeon; it's just an unreclaimed city.
It's also a dungeon.
I mean, those guys are like level 20. You really should be able to get in there and take it by now.
Yeah.
Set up some
You
fans and blow out all the smoke, and you'll be fine. Let's be real.
Radiation sticks around, man.
Not if you use fans.
Chernobyl.
It's gonna.
Did you see, like on Chernobyl, where they were building, I think they're still building it, but that giant Chernobyl thing.
I mean, if it was that irradiated, would I have been able to just walk through there and kill everybody?
Probably not. Yeah. But how do you know? How do you know that what we're seeing now with Nazoth is not just radiation poisoning?
Wait a minute. What about a dome in Chernobyl? What are you talking about?
They were building this dome because they were trying to like work on things. And like they were making this thing where they were going to build this big dome, contain Chernobyl, try to keep the radiation that's there in there. Maybe because that's
think-
where like
That was one of their plans, I thought, but I don't think they did that. Did they do that?
Oh, I thought you meant something that was going to go on now.
Oh, I thought I saw videos of them working on it, but like they had to stop in the process. But like I saw like these big domes that they've built to go around the reactors.
Dude, Chernobyl, by the way, that miniseries on HBO,
That was super good.
that was some of the best television that's ever been made.
I need to watch that.
Oh, dude, yeah, you do. Yeah, you really do. And like, don't watch it the way I watch TV. Like, you can't. Chernobyl is not one of those on the second monitor type shows.
No, it is not.
I don't do anything second monitor.
Oh, I do most things second monitor. I'm awful.
I definitely do, but Chernobyl is one of those like sit down and like
Focus on it shows.
textbook workplace intimidation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about Westworld or Chernobyl?
No, she's talking about Chernobyl. She's talking about like the scenes where they're like, listen, don't listen to what I'm saying and just do the thing. I don't care if it's dangerous and all that stuff. And she's like, OSHA. And I'm like, I know, that's why it exploded, is because they didn't listen. She's like, yeah, but OSHA.
The last episode? I mean, they really set that up. I could. Anyway, I was saying that I did Pariah Cast. That's right.
Yes.
That was part of Dave Troy's like network of podcasts that he has. It's a real pick me up. Yeah, you're gonna laugh
for
for
the whole
hours.
family.
It's an inspiring story.
You will feel. You will leave with a radiating feeling.
Oof.
Really get
It
your blood
is,
running.
Yeah, dude. Ooh. But it's worth it. I won't watch war movies because I'm done with war movies, but it's like, it's just gonna be bad. You go in knowing it's gonna be horrific, right?
I have not seen Titanic.
And it was. What?
Titanic. I've not seen Titanic, but now I got a sinking feeling that it's going to be a bad movie.
Are you just searching for puns at this point? You're like, I need to make.
I mean,
I haven't hit my quota.
Yeah, but it really, oh, man, I hope that miniseries was mostly true, just because everything I know about Chernobyl
came from it.
And I really want a lot of those stories to be true, of like heroic deeds and things like that, of like mankind like stepping up to the plate, like people like going on top of that roof with shovels.
Yeah.
Like, God, what about bio robots? Oh man, that was crazy. Wow, dude.
Here's what we do. We dress them poorly, we underinform them, and then we cut them loose when they're done. Nailed it.
Yeah, dude. That was nuts. That was nuts. We have been at this for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been live for 2 hours and 43 minutes and 17 seconds.
Well, I will do my best to get this podcast out in a reasonable amount of time. I did it in one day last time. That was,
yes.
But unfortunately it came out like 2 days after the one before. Yes, this is great. I love chatting to you guys. I love seeing everyone in the chat room and
honored like everybody that's it's weird being on this side of the thing where I'm not chatting to you, but that we're chatting to the chat. That's it's a weird feeling.
We should like get together and do stuff.
Yeah,
chatting once a week, once every other week. It's kind of not a lot.
Yeah. Hey, I'm down. Hey, thank you, Coltrane.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kara.
Yeah. Thank you, Kara. And Kara. Oh, I need to not put my arms up. Kara, can you Tell Brandon congratulations on the no wait he's not on your raid team. Ali is. Brandon just got a really cool mount. He got the Junk Rider from Mechagon.
Oh, that's a cool mount. I'll never do Mechagon again. I did it once, and I cannot get through that little puzzle thing where there's like things on the ground with the circles.
Oh, yeah.
You
Cannot do it.
You have Spirit Raptor form.
I'm telling you, I couldn't do it. I was there, and then everyone else went through, killed the next 2 bosses, and I got credit for finishing the dungeon while I'm still trying to like get through that puzzle. No. That's the last time I will darken the doors of that dungeon. I decided.
Until the next expansion when they are on Legacy Loot Worlds, then you can just won't spy.
No, I still won't be able to get through like the instant
Physically.
thing where it zaps you back.
That's right. Yeah.
Physically, it's not like something I can overpower.
Yeah.
Because it like zaps you and puts you back, and then you try to get to the thing, and once you're almost there, it zaps you and puts you back. And I'm like, no,
I'm trying to do
this
the
is not for me.
the Kieran Tour stuff in Legion, and I used to have an add-on that would show me how to do an enigmatic. Oh, I get to like I hear and it's like, oh, sorry, you failed because you went the wrong way. It's there was an add-on in Legion that would show up like a hover overlay of what you're doing.
Well, anyway, fellas, let's put a fork in it,
Sounds good.
shall we? It's
I'm into
almost
it.
midnight.
Thanks
Thank you,
everybody for
Twitch.
hanging out.
Bye, chat room.
Bye.